Sick.
Radiant team ban.
You just start talking, I'll know when it's live.
It's live. Hello and welcome back to the DotA 2 Ballistix Masters. Tonight we got Energy Esports taking on xTc Gaming. And today we got a special guest, Cyprus, joining me as a co-caster.
How's it?
Good, good. Alright, so we got our first ban Abaddon up in here, and xTc responded with a Lina ban.
Radiant team ban.
So what are you thinking? Pretty standard ban so far?
Yeah, pretty standard. I mean, both really strong picks. Obviously, both teams will be banning stuff they don't really want to go up against, and they've probably done their research. So, Energy probably seen that xTc Gaming like to play the Abaddon lot. Also, really strong pick. They might not even like to go up against dual lanes or whatever. So, just a really strong pick in that reason. And then Lina also really strong mid, dominates a lot of heroes, and xTc probably have a mid in mind they want, and probably doesn't deal too well against the Lina. So, again, pretty strong bans so far.
Alright. Funny enough, these two teams played not too long ago in the Masters, and xTc ended up winning the series 2-0. So I think they're going into this match as favorites tonight as well. So
yeah, especially now. I think this time round, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure Adestam wasn't playing for xTc then. So now with Adestam being allowed to play in their roster, it's going to be, I think, probably a little bit tougher for Energy Esports, but we'll have to see. You know, anything can happen. They're both really quality teams.
Yeah, and xTc's team has had a very good run in the early part of the Masters, and now with the introduction of Adestam, I think they're going to be a really team to be scared of. But I think Energy, I won't just count them out just like that. I mean, their team is obviously very strong. Odu, Bravado, and a lot of skilled players on here as well. No?
Yeah, look, I mean, like a lot of those players, if you look at last year's results, I think the majority of those players played in a team where they came top 3, top 4 of the Rage finals last year. So, you know, a really strong side. But again, same with xTc. It really all depends on who has the best day, I suppose, and who has the best draft. They're both very capable of toppling the other.
All right. So it seems like xTc went for a Energy went for a first pick in the Monkey King, and xTc responded with a Cottle and an Axe response.
Yeah. Look, yeah, Monkey King is still a pretty strong hero. He got. I'm still trying to suss out that, like I said, I haven't had too much time since to look at the 7.05 changes, but I know that his Primal Spring got a little bit of a buff. He got an overall nerf, I think. But yeah, still a really strong hero. But a lot of teams are struggling to deal with is just his incredible mobility, being able to give so much vision and get so much done along all around the map. And I think I'm not entirely sure where they're going to be playing Filthy Frank here, but like if they're playing on a roaming here, I think like playing something like a Monkey King is probably right up his alley.
Yeah, I think Monkey King, Valve did a good job, Ice Rock did a good job of nerfing his early game a lot. They put a high cooldown on Wukong's command as well. So I feel like it's a good level of balance they brought to him, but I still think he's very strong. Like you said, the vision and his roaming potential in the early game is just insane.
Yeah, 100%.
xTc with a very strong 2 picks as well. I mean, you're picking up the Cottle first, you're very solid 4 position support, and Axe in the right lane is just going to dominate.
Yeah, I mean, what's nice about Axe as well is like I find Axe is one of those picks that you can never really go wrong with. Super strong hero, regardless of whatever you go up against. But what's also nice about it is that even if he has a hard lane, like if you can't get much out of his lane, he's really ideal to go to the bush and get his farm there, to get his blink up, to get his vanguard up, whatever you want him to get first. So it's really tough to like fully shut down an Axe. So it's one of those picks. I think it's gonna take a lot to remove Axe as a potential first phase pick.
Yeah, it's a really solid hero all around. An interesting ban here from xTc. Yeah. They took out the Tree and Protector in the second ban. Now that's a hero that's just been added to Captain's mode. They nerfed him up a little bit, but I'm very interested to see how he does in the competitive scene now, because he's also a very strong roaming hero. It's like almost a replacement for Ricky at the moment.
Sorry, who was that? That's
Uh,
name. I didn't catch that.
xTc taken
10
out the
seconds
tree and
remaining.
protector as their second ban, and like I thought he's now added to captain's mode, and I
5
thought he's a
seconds
very strong
remaining.
pick, and I'd love to see how he fits into the competitive scene now that he's added into
Reserve
captain's
Yeah,
mode.
like what's really strong about him, and it's how I started to use him, running him in practice and stuff with my team, like with my team, is what's really nice about him is he gives you the option, like he's got really great global presence, with his heal and all that kind of stuff, and he provides a lot of sustain. He's also a pos forward that has the potential to farm really quickly. So you can get stuff up like a blink, an Ags, or whatever, in a relatively short space of time. And again, but at the same time, he's one of those heroes like Monkey King, like Bounty Hunter, like Ricky, who, you've got to be constantly wary about where this guy is. You've got to constantly worry about, okay, do we have sentries for this fight? Do we have, do we need to get up an early gem? That kind of stuff. So he's also pulling, dragging attention from the opposing supports in that regard as well. So, really, really strong pick, and I assume, and like as you've seen xTc first phase picked it, like it's gonna be a very popular pick. I mean, he got a small nerf, but it doesn't really hinder the fact that he's a really strong hero, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the nature of the hero is still the same. Now, very interesting. I think xTc, they take out the Ursa and the Warlock. I think Warlock also is a very good ban because he's one of the best counter-initiate heroes. He sits so far behind in team fights, so Axe can never really get him in a core, and then you just drop the Golem when Axe calls. So that's a good ban out from xTc. And Energy respond with a Morphling ban and a Slark ban.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, 100%. Like what you said about the Warlock is pretty true. I mean, one of the things that a lot of people underestimate about Warlock as well is that his Shadow Word is one of the most efficient spells in terms of damage per mana used. So, and at the same time, like his right clicker is really great as well. And we all know what Fatal Wands can do as well as his rock. So, like it's one of those heroes. Like it has its situation. It's not like great for every game, of course, but like it's one of those heroes that is so good at phasing out the majority of offlane heroes. It's the best to deal with to try to get anything out of the lane that he's in. So yeah, it's really, really strong pick.
Yeah, he's got a very strong laning presence. Now Energy got an interesting draft. They second picked the Nyx Assassin, which is quite interesting. And then they pick up the Weaver now in the third pick as well. So it's a nice little counter to the Lifestealer that xTc picked up. It's a very hard hero for Lifestealer to kill. And the Nyx Assassin second pick is a quite interesting pick as well. Not probably a comfort pick for Energy, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to hear what like Energy have what the Energy's reasons are for picking up the Weaver. I mean, personally, like you said, yes, it's pretty strong against the Lifestealer, which is 100% true. But the only thing about Weaver is that really doesn't phase too well against the Axe. Axe is one of the strongest counters to Weaver, just because of his call. Like, it's one of the best ways to lock a Weaver down. So it all depends on how they want to run the Weaver, I suppose. It can still work, you can still kite the Axe, but picking it into Axe often is like something I tend to try avoid. But yeah, other than that, it deals well with the Lifestealer, can kite him really well. Deals well with a lot of those heroes.
And here's the hero we were talking about just before the game started, Alchemist, and he got picked up now, fourth pick. Very interesting, and into the Lifestealer as well.
Yeah.
So, if, Energy still favoring the hero despite several nerfs in the 7.05 patch.
Yeah, look, like I said to you earlier, I think he's a dead hero, and like I still kind of hold that belief. But he's a dead hero in terms of his initial laning phase. So I think it's a lot harder to dominate your lane with the Acid Spray because of how small the AoE is in the beginning. And that's what's one of the things that made like Alchemist so strong is how much laning presence he has by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I think it's like it can work. He's not a weak hero. Like if you don't do anything, if you don't shut him down in the beginning stages, he can still like hurt you a lot. But I think just now it's easier to do that, I suppose.
True. Now I think
much easier to get into his face, stop his bit of fun.
instantly see how the changes affect him, because they did pick up. xTc picked up the Shadow Fiend last pick, so his range is a fairly decent range.
5
But
seconds
before,
remaining.
Alchemist could catch him in acid spray, so now it's gonna be a little bit of different of the story. So I'm interested to see how this goes for Energy Esports.
Yeah. I mean, like obviously anything can happen. But right now I probably favor xTc's draft over Energy Esports, just because I think again, this is all my opinion. I think xTc have drafted I see xTc have drafted like a really good answer to a lot of Energy Esports picks. Like I mentioned, the axe over the axe over the Weaver, and the fact that they've got a life stealer which deals well with their alchemist user, strength core, stuff like that. And then also life stealer can get out of what do you call it, glimpse back, which is also really great, really helpful for them. That sort of stuff. So I think both drafts are really strong. I think it really, but I think personally, its name xTc's draft I think is slightly favored if they can play their cards right. But we'll have to see how things go.
All right. We into the game now. We got an instant pause coming out from, I think, Energy, and it's gonna be an interesting game. xTc obviously with core, very strong draft. They got their Lifestealer Bomb heroes, and yeah, now I'm interested to see how they take this. Who's gonna smoke up first? Who's gonna place their deep wards? How they gonna lane this? I wonder if they'll send maybe the Ogre to the middle lane first, keep up the Shadow Fiend, zone out that Alchemist now at level 1. Alchemist not the strongest hero in the early game.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, I'm having a bit of connection issues, so I can't really hear you too well. Let me just see if I can try fix.
Okay, and also see, remember when you talk now, just press your in-game voice chat button. So this is an upper bracket game. Both teams nearing closer to the grand final. Loser of this will face either, I'm not sure if it's APG or Flipside. No. I'm not sure who they face in the loser bracket, but this is not an elimination game just yet. So both teams still have a contention, even if they lose, to make it into the grand final. Not quite sure what the technical issue is here. Both teams spamming the pings. Oh, it's always entertaining to see how each different player deals with the pauses. Some people play Xenos on the map. Some people just spam the pings. My personal favorite is taking the time and look and scanning out the couriers, man. Look at this guy. What an OP courier.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back.
Oh my god. Are you back, Mr. Cypress?
I've got
up and working
I've got
now?
quite a bit of yeah, what's the name? Okay, so I don't really know what's going on. I've just checked to see if what's happening, and no one seems to be on the line. But this has happened the last few days. I get really high latency to my VoIP or whatever, and my DotA is fine. So I think if you're listening to the in-game cast, you don't really know what I sound like, but I'm assuming I sound fine. But it's just I'm really struggling to hear you through the voice of IP.
Right, that's a bit unfortunate. Okay, so maybe try in Discord itself, try up your co-caster's volume and see how that works.
No, it's not that. It's like packet loss. So you're cutting out a lot for me.
Oh,
and also
okay,
there's like super delay. Yeah. So I think what I'll maybe do is I'll just unmute you as a co-caster so I can hear you in game rather than through Discord.
Alright, no problem. So my co-caster Cyprus having a little bit of
Sorry about
technical
this.
troubles. So it seems like a pattern in this game. Pauses coming out from Ian, pauses coming out from my co-caster. Oh man, the Telkom really needs to get their stuff together, man. ISP is just not cutting it at the moment. Jokes. They're getting great. Fiver's getting laid out in places. We're moving up in the world here, NSA. Interested to see how they lane this. I wonder if they'll run a dual lane with the axe. Maybe try contest the Weaver, but it is a Weaver in the lane, in the safe lane, so it's not going to be too easy of a hero to contest. Lifestealer should have a relatively easy safe lane farming against the Nyx Assassin though. Nyx Assassin can't really trade hits with a Lifestealer. Usually good in lane, but against Lifestealer and Ogre Magi, or even Lifestealer and the Cartel, he's not going to have too good of a time. Alright, seems xTc are ready. Oh, seems the player is still DC'd. Okay. So, even more delays to this already delayed game. Just sad technical troubles at the moment. These guys are not even using banter today, so I don't know how they're gonna expecting to keep us entertained or professional like and whatnot. Alright, we inspected Radiant's career. It was a very respectable career, I'm not gonna lie. Look at him. It was a great career. Now let's take a look at the Dire's career. Can it compete with that crazy little Roshan looking guy? Now we just got a... Oh, that's a Nyx Assassin. Wrong, that's not a career. This is our bunny. Just a plain old bunny. He's ready to do his work. Alright, Nyx is DC'd now too. So pretty unfortunate series of events so far this game. Or lack of this game. Mr. Co-caster Cyprus, are you still there? Seems my co-caster is DC'd now as well. Pretty unfortunate series of events.
No, what's his name? I've muted you in Discord, so I can't hear you. I mean, you can't hear me obviously if I reply in game.
Alright, the game is up.
But I can't.
Alright, instant smoke out from xTc. They seem to be moving fast. Are they moving together as a unit down bottom, or just gonna defend respective runes? Now, instant TP coming out from Disruptor and Strike as well. So he's got his smoke. He's got his wards ready. And a very deep ward coming out from the Disruptor.
Yeah,
nice
this ward here is particularly nice. What's nice about it is what tends to happen is, like, okay, you'll see a sentry in place of like that. He's just using that to block the camp. But often, like, that's named for the offlane, if you want to deward the vision that their safe lane has of him, they might put a sentry over here to kind of cover both areas. What often tends to happen is if you've got a ward over here, it tends to like just miss, like something like that. So it's really nice vision as well, because it gives you the vision over here, and around like into their slightly into their shrine as well. So it's really nice, really deep. You can see, and you can also spot in TP rotations, which is really nice. It's a nice starting ward.
I do think that's very good, and another very aggressive ward here in the middle lane as well. Now Dire also
100%. This is also
go.
I'm sorry, I can't, like, you cut out for me at the moment.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying Dire opting for a much more defensive ward, covering the shrine and the stair area.
Yeah, so like the reason that ward's been placed is because I'm assuming their axe, DotA and DI is anticipating I was anticipating this exactly, them being aggressive, getting into his face. So what you might find is that at least for the first little bit, he's anticipating that he might not be able to get too much out of this lane. You can see he's already got the Iron Talon. He's anticipating going to the jungle early. And what that ward does is it just gives them a lot of vision to see when their supports are moving in to get to do a bit of harass.
So So now in the mid lane, we can already see them capitalizing and putting pressure on this Alchemist. Ogre Magi is here, throwing out the freaking slows, and they just zoning him for the moment. He's taking a lot of harass damage. Maybe force to pop a shrine even early. But otherwise, laning stage seems to train pretty equal all around. Chelsea managing to get some XP and stuff here in the top lane. Disruptor roaming around. And Weaver and Axe are going to trade fairly evenly in the bottom lane. Like, there's a big creep wave coming here for DotA and DI. Should not have a problem farming that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think for the first few levels, DotA and I might struggle a little bit more than Chelsea will. I think Chelsea's got the potential to get a little bit more out of his lane in the beginning stages. But I think once DotA and I has got a few more levels in, when he can start being a little bit more aggressive, he'll have a little bit less of a problem. But I think what the play is for him is exactly what he is doing, is just go to the bush for a little bit, get your farm, get your XP from there. Don't push out too much, and if the wave gets close to his tower, then maybe see if he can sneak in a creep or two. But yeah, DotA and I is going to be forced to play a lot more defensively than the Energy Esports counterpart Laka.
And it seems like he anticipated that. He did go rush the Iron Talon as well.
Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, like, as well...
oh, sorry, you go. You can go.
Yeah?
Go, you speak.
Okay, so cool. Yeah, so the thing is, as well, is that in the situation, like, if you've got an Axe that gets forced to the jungle, you don't mind too much because of how fast you can farm the jungle anyway. It's not like he's being... it's not like he's a hero that's not really well suited to jungle farm, and in some cases he could probably you want him to jump into the bush every now and again anyway, just to be more efficient. So it's not a really big deal if he's being forced into the bush in early stage anyway. It tends to happen most of the time when you pick up an Axe. So it's probably what xTc anticipated regardless. But for example, Energy just need to be careful on their side, because whilst Nyx is getting a decent amount out of his lane at the moment, and I anticipate that he probably will be able to get a decent amount out of his lane, for the duration. The only thing is, like, if it gets to a point where he can't sit and get XP or enough gold from sitting in lane, he's gonna struggle bushing, because he's not as efficient. Like, if he gets forced to the bush, then already it's name xTc win that matchup, because their offlane will be farming so much more efficiently than Energies. But we'll see. Like, it's still super early. They're both pretty much the same. Both got their level 2s, pretty much almost identical XP. I think Axe just slightly edging him at the moment, but it's like literally not even 2 minutes into the game. So we'll have to see what happened, like how the lanes transpire.
Alright, that makes sense. But I feel like the Nyx has some consolation. He does have the high level of sustain in the lane. But if he's sticking in the lane, that means he can keep the support in the lane. So actually going to move to the jungle. It doesn't really affect xTc too much, because obviously the Disruptor's not really going to roam, and the Monkey King's going to be roaming anyway. So it's not like he's going to lose out on supports being able to rotate. But Nyx, on the other hand, if he stays in the lane, Ogre's going to have to sit in the lane, Cartel's going to obviously stay in the lane, keep on pulling the camps, etc. That kind of frees up the rest of the map for his team, keeping those 2 supports there, I feel.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but the thing is, like, for example, Axe... Yeah, so like you said, Disruptor's not going to be roaming too much in the beginning stages of the game. I think if you get a situation where Axe is being forced to the jungle, either your Disruptor tries to, stop as much of that farm from happening as possible, or, tries to get farm of his own. I mean, yes, a Disruptor can roam and stuff, but it's not ideal for him to really, especially at early stages. And they've got the Monkey King who'd be doing that regardless. And I think Monkey King would be roaming whether or not Axe went to the jungle or not. So, and in that respect, I think Axe going to the jungle in this, with all that in mind, isn't that much of a train smash. But I get what you're saying, in general though. Like, if your offlane is forced to the jungle, it's kind of the supports job done. Supports can go to other lanes and cause havoc. Where's the off lane is, if the off lane is staying in lane, it forces the supports to be a bit more in the lane for the safe lane, and they can't really get much else done in the rest of the map.
For sure. And now, like, it'll most importantly make space for the alchemist to farm. Now he can, like, without the ogre here, and he's gonna get a couple of levels in asset spread up, and he'll definitely be in a better position to start farming up again. Maybe get some jungle stacks from his disruptor, because he's not gonna have to worry about axe in lane. And he should catch up in farm, and that is really going to make a difference for them. Once he's, depending on his timing from his armlet and radiance and that sort of things, I think that'll probably be the biggest factor in dictating the pace of the game for energy.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you look at you're talking about the alchemist now. So alchemist has one shared tango left. He's using a salve at the moment. Well, I suppose so. The Shadowfiend also has one tango left as well. But at the same time, I think alchemist is probably. I mean, if you look at the last hits, yeah, it's one last hit difference, which isn't a huge deal. But the Depi, the Shadowfiend, is denying. It's got a load more denies than alchemist does. And what's going to happen as well, as you can see, like, this is all taking into account that alchemist is going to get getting some serious up with his Monkey King, making sure that he can get a safe lane. So I think for the first little bit, Monkey King is probably going to be prioritizing making sure that the alchemist isn't bullied too hard out of lane by Shadowfiend, because I think, like, 1-1 matchup, especially now with alchemist's nerfs, Shadowfiend does win this matchup quite hard.
Yeah, definitely, and especially when Depi is playing it. I mean, he's such a skilled mid player. I would say maybe in SA, even the second most skilled mid player we have. So not an easy time for Mr. Litio and the Alchemist.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely one of the top few. What do you call it? Obviously there's a lot of great mids in the country. But yeah, I definitely agree. You could probably consider Depi top 2, top 3.
For sure, man. 6-2 MMR not gonna.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but this is a lot of pauses. Feels like this game. We haven't even started this game, and it's already, what's the time? Almost 8:45. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, 100%. What do you call it? Like I said, if he's having TeamSpeak issues, it might be a common problem. Like I said, I stay in the same suburb as Chelsea, as Keslaka, and I've for the last little while had really bad problems with my VoIP, but my in-game has been perfectly fine. Like, for example, my ping to this Discord server is like just under 1,000. But my DotA is perfectly all right. So I don't really know what's going on there. And I know that other friends of mine who live in the same suburb as me have also had experienced similar problems. And it's always like during peak hours, so like around until now, between now and like 10 and 11. So if he's facing that problem, then unfortunately, like, there's not much he's going to be able to do to fix it. He just has to wait it out. I don't know what the issue is at the moment with that.
Yeah, that is a pretty concerning thing. But I think it was DotA and Dai who paused. He said his dogs are fighting.
Oh yeah, I see. So yeah, what the hell?
Not sure what exactly that means.
I suppose his dogs are fighting. Like, I suppose you have to take it literally. Yeah.
Right, maybe he's having a tea break too. Who knows? Jokes aside, though, I hope his dog is all alright and whatnot.
Yeah, 100%.
only start at like 7:30. I mean 8:30.
Whew. Let's have a look.
I think on xTc, their timings will most likely be once Axe has Blink Dagger. Adestam will probably have his armlet then, 2 on his Lifestealer, probably building into his next item already, and they can just... Fights will be very hard for Ian to take once the Axe Blink is up with the Lifestealer in first bombs. They'll just be able to go at it, man. When team fights, they get a good jump on, they'll win 9 out of 10 fights, I would say.
Sorry, what is that again? I didn't catch that. My VoIP went a bit crazy.
I was just saying how the timing for xTc will most likely be when Axe gets his Blink Dagger, because at that point, at his stamp on his Lifestealer will probably have an armlet, something extra going to, probably building into his next item, and then when they take the Blink in first bomb fights, they're gonna probably most likely instantly get a pick off, and they'll be starting fights 4v5 already with the Lifestealer hitting so hard, Axe controlling the fight with the Blink.
100%. I think like for xTc, that Axe blink timing is probably one of the most important timings for them. It's for them to, like, it's definitely going to be like what they're going to be waiting for to get from the early game to mid game. So like once they've got that blink down or whatever he decides to rush or whatever, I'm assuming blink. In fact, I can probably have a look at the moment. Yeah, he's going straight Tranquil's blink, so he's going to be rushing that up, and that's makes sense considering the team that they have and like what it looks like they're going to be going for. But once they've got that up, like you said, looking for fights, infest bombs, just using your aggression, pushing down objectives, that sort of stuff. Oh, they say they're ready, so you might be able to start again.
Alright, the game might actually be starting up again. Are they ready? Nope.
Nope.
Odu is smoking. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna take a bathroom break then. Be right back, people. And I'm back. Alright, so
Good stuff.
I favor xTc's draft in this game in the sense that they have a trico of Axe, Lifestealer, and Shadow Fiend. All 3 heroes who are they can peak in the early game and scale and are very strong in the mid game. But even though they're all such strong early and mid game heroes, they also scale very well to the late game. Lifestealer are very strong carry in the late game. Shadow Fiend, now with the introduction of his talent tree, he scales very well as well. Whereas Ian, they do have a trico with the Nyx Assassin, Alchemist, and Weaver, but it's not as hard of a carry trico. Or maybe it is. It all depends on farm,
I think it depends. It depends on farm. It really depends on how much Nyx can get out of his lane, how Nyx decides to build. All of that stuff will be starting, which is exciting.
Okay, and we back up. I think the biggest thing actually we have to worry about there is, like, what I didn't take into account is Alchemist giving Ags. I mean, he's got the Weaver Ags, he's got the Disruptor Ags, and he's got the Nyx Assassin Ags, which is insanely strong this game.
Yeah, 100%. For those who are wondering, by the way, if you're watching this game and you're interested to know what's going on with regards to the Community Shield, I've just received intel that Mythic Gaming won game 1. So if you are interested in that, that's the current scores. Mythic Gaming are 1-0 up. In other words, they're 1 game away from making the Masters land for DGL later this year. So,
Sorry, who are they playing against
later this year. So just they're playing against Sin 5.
Oh, wow,
So that's pretty much the other big game that's happening tonight. Yeah.
Oh, action's going down top. Okay.
Winner of that.
Oh, Monkey King with the roam. DotA and Die. He's falling low. Is he going to be first blood? And first blood goes to way of Energy Esports. Monkey King with the quick roams onto the axe. And that's the dangers of trying to jungle against the roaming Monkey King.
Yeah, 100%. He's definitely going to need to get a high ground ward up just to prevent that from happening. Probably the most ideal place is to get it over here. But the thing is with that, no, that's actually what isn't in range.
And also very notably, they
that's...
Zero by the stairs got dewarded almost immediately, so they can't even scout that shit anymore.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I mean, as you saw, that's pretty much what Monkey King I think is going to focus on, because I don't think Monkey King is going to be too worried. I don't think he's going to be too worried with regards to what Chelsea can get out of his lane. I think he'll be fine. He's going to be mostly focused on making sure that his alchemist can get a decent amount, and at the same time making sure that not that Weaver's going to have a hard time against Axe, but just making sure that Axe's ability to get that early blink up is slowed down as much as possible.
For sure.
So I think that's what you're going to see from Filthy Frank for the first little bit, and I think you'll see now he's going to go do exactly the same thing again, just annoy him a little bit. Sap his XP, see if he can get snipe and a kill, that sort of stuff.
I think if Axe doesn't know this could be a kill again. Here we go. It jumps, hits him. Oh, he gets called up now into creeps. How far is Filthy Frank gonna dive here? 1 hit, 2 hit. Jingle Master is about to pop. Oh, it does pop, but he's not looking to dive that just yet.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that.
And Axe has his boots completed for that as well, so he can make it out of there pretty easily.
Yeah. He'll be very happy with that, and it's not necessary to dive in those situations because you got to really think about the reason you're doing what you're doing. So the reason you're doing that is to slow down the axe as much as possible. If you dive there and get the kill, that's super nice, but the alternative is you could as easily die and feed the axe gold, which is incredibly counterproductive. Whereas once you force him out to that position, you've already done what you want to do. He has to go back. He probably has to use a shrine. He's wasting more time, that sort of stuff. And you can see now, Axe is done at that bush, and he's saying, "Cool, I want a bush here now, thanks."
No, Monkey King making a jump on Deppy, yeah. Oh, but Deppy could got the invis running out. Oh, Filthy Frank dropping low. Oh, Deppy gets a kill. And can they bring on the Shadow Fiend? Oh, he's still fine. Oh, they get the glimpse off. Is did enough damage though? One more right click, and the disrupt thing pops. So they managed to bring down the big scary Shadow Fiend in the middle lane. Nice little pickup for
100%, not
definitely worth it.
Yeah. Maybe that's the name. That's the name. I suppose. Yeah, support for a core, but they did have to use a lot for that kill. I mean, you had to have both the supports rotating in, and even then, Shadow Fiend went down with making sure that she got the Monkey King down first. So it's not ideal for him, but I think Energy were hoping for a little bit more of a cleaner.
It could have been a worst case scenario. Deppy was very quick on those
100%.
But I think he was actually.
Look, I think overall they'll be happy with that.
He had an invis rune, so he played a bit greedy there. And Weaver managed to bring down the Ogre in the bottom lane. So Ogre moving here, trying to save some XP, and he manages to feed the Weaver a kill. So first kill going the way of Momo, sitting at 37 CS and the kill now, 6 minutes in.
Yeah, this is exactly what Energy will be hoping for. They're getting a lot down all over the map, and it's only going to be worse for xTc when they're, because Nyx hasn't even come online yet. So when he comes online with his Vendetta and starts making plays around the map, things are gonna get even worse. Man. I think the only lane that
Shadow Fiend just got destroyed middle. Deppy just dropping the triple raise and he just popped, man. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, 100%. But that's the thing, right? So Shadow Fiend, he was killed first in the lane mid, but his lane I think was already significantly won, and that kind of just shows Alchemist can't be left alone against him at the moment.
Yeah.
Like that, I think Deppy's got a lot of control over this lane. So right now, I think you're seeing a situation where like Adesam is, farming relatively freely. There's not much that Nyx can really do to stop his farm. Nyx can get a lot out of it, but he can't stop Lifestealer from farming too much. And I think that Shadow Fiend is, and I think Shadow Fiend significantly winning his laning in mid, but to be expected. There's the winning matchup. So I think right now, you'll see xTc is currently winning 2 out of the 3 lanes.
Oh, Chelsea just gonna TP away now, and he should be fine. I think Nyx has had a decent start. I mean, he's got his 6 now, 8 minutes in, got his mana boots, so he's got as much as he needs to get out of a lane as a Nyx assassin. So he's gonna start making rotations now too. So I don't think laning phase went too bad for Energy Esports, not at all. Monkey King definitely being a part of it.
No, 100%.
Okay, they seem to be going on the axe. Oh, Momo dodging the axe call there. And DotA looks in trouble. He got the swarm on him. Minus Summer ticking down. Oh, and he manages to. Oh, Weaver with a very quick time lapse. Nice plays coming out from Momo there. He actually time lapsed while Axe was in the middle of dunking him, so very well played to him. Now he gets stunned up on the tower, taking a lot of shots there, but Blue Cat is fine. And Coddle managed to die now as well, so Nyx getting a solo pickoff on Skynet on these Coddle. So team fights going really the way of Energy now at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like I didn't really point this out earlier, but Nyx is a really great pickup against xTc, largely because of it. I think it's a really good answer to Coddle. Because when Nyx gets his 6 and Coddle's trying to farm up his Ags or whatever, trying to utilize the bush, Nyx kind of stops him from doing that. Mana burn as well, really great against the Coddle. And also, like I said earlier, and it's kind of proved, it's largely to do with his spike carapace. There isn't much that xTc can really do to force Chelsea out of lane. So yeah, right now the pick's showing that it's proving its worth.
Definitely. Nyx Assassin getting such a good start in lane is always a very good thing you want to see in your draft. Now he's gonna scout the jungle now too. DotA farming up yet another camp. Does he have enough damage to bring down DotA in this axe though? He's thinking about he gets the stun off. Oh, Monkey King's here too, and that's an easy kill for the side of Energy. Now xTc has smoked up. There's 3 heroes in the area. Can they bring down this Nyx? They have locked on. They get the slow off. Deppy's gonna be doing the damage now. Oh, good carapace from Chelsea. But is it enough? Oh, damn, he got glimpsed back. So, no casualties for the side of Energy there.
Yeah, so Energy, like right now, how they're approaching this early to mid game phase is perfect. They know very well that until Axe has his blink up, they don't really have much to counter this aggression. For example, Axe does really well against Weaver, but that's only...
Kinetic field is used, but do they have enough damage to bring him down? Oh, and strike full. Deppy very good on those razors. Oh man, he's despite the rocky start. Ooh, okay, actually just calling out creeps here. But nice plays coming out from Deppy. They initiate on him, and he's manly enough to turn around and turn that fight with some razors. Nice plays from him.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, Axe is getting relatively close to his blink. It's a bit slower than I think he really would have wanted it, but that's because they've put a lot of pressure on his progression. But the way Energy are currently dealing with this game now is it's kind of spot on to what they need to be doing. Because I'm pretty sure they know that the moment Axe is online, the moment Axe is online is the moment that xTc can start being aggressive themselves. So xTc have been really passive up until this point because they don't really have a strong form of initiating onto the opposing team. Whereas right now, like Energy Esports has an abundance of forms of initiation. They can initiate with the Monkey King. They can initiate with the Disruptor, the Nyx Assassin. They've got a lot of different forms. So the real test to see how things go is is to see what happens when Axe gets his blink up, which is going to be very soon.
Yeah, I think when we transition
Unless
from
that
that,
happens.
ooh, and there's another pick off for Chelsea on this Nyx Assassin, so this pick really showing its worth. I think 100% right in saying that in the mid game is when we're gonna see maybe see the tight turn, or that's when at least xTc are gonna come online. That's when the heroes start to peak. When Axe has his blink, they can start making rotations and that sort of thing. But at the moment, no ways to approach fights, and they're just getting picked off.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, Energy are doing this really, really well. So I think the big thing is going to be, the big question that's going to be asked is how much can Energy Esports get done, and how much of a net worth lead, next lead they can get.
Can he? Oh, he didn't up to not use the Requiem. Can he bring down this Alchemist though? His ulti gonna run down. Oh, still relatively high up. And another kill. They managed to bring down the Lifestealer in the top lane. So 4-man rotation coming out from Energy.
Yeah, it was a very, very well orchestrated fight. I don't know. I assume you weren't watching, but what ended up happening is Adestam was really aggressive, pushing down the tower. Yeah, Disruptor immediately silenced them, monkeying out. They used a lot there, but definitely worth it. Taking down their +1, and they're probably going to take a tower out of this.
Yep, right. Very notable that xTc did manage to trade out the mid tower as well, so not too bad of a situation for them. Obviously not ideal losing a Lifestealer, but they do manage to pick up a tier 1 as well, so not all was not lost now. Ooh, they catch the Alchemist now. Ulti down, get the call on him. He's dropping low. His ulti's up, back up. Did have enough damage. Ooh, what a freaking blinding light from Kotal. Oh, Monkey King with the stun. And freaking Alchemist tanking so much. Quick on the armlet toggles. Oh, but he gets called up yet again. And Lit finally falls on the Alchemist. So was 4 heroes trying to bring him down?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is also the blink reveal, so they smoked for that as well. And it's the blink reveal from the Axe. So Axe's blink is now online, which is going to make xTc's life a little bit easier.
Oh,
kind of what they've been waiting for.
Nice throw place there. But yeah, oh, he's sticking around too wrong, and he gets called up now as well. So they're gonna bring down this Nyx as well, who was on a kill streak, 4 kill streak going the way of Axe. So that's a little. So he's gonna go for a 4-star this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
Now, so some momentum going the way of xTc now. They managing to chip it down this tier 1 tower, and he's dropping very low, and I don't think Ian even want to defend this tower.
Radiant's structures are fortified.
Yeah, I think now that Axe has got his blink up,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
it's given Energy a lot of reason to be a little bit more worried now. The thing is, Axe doesn't deal too well with Weaver up until the point that he has his blink, and when he gets his blink, he deals with Weaver incredibly well. Because Weaver has the ability to kite Axe, while he doesn't have his Axe. It's relatively easy. While Axe doesn't have his blink, it's relatively easy. But when he does have his blink, it makes things a heck of a lot harder. Just like that was the Monkey King.
Exactly.
So I think a big question for Energy now is how quickly can this Alchemist get his Radiance though. So they need to fall back a little bit. Early game, this middle game is not starting off that well for them, and I think maybe if Valk gets his Radiance armlet.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think the way xTc, I don't think are going to be too concerned from now on how they approach fights, provided that Axe can get the initiation off. As long as they can get that, I'm sure they're fine. And then, but with regarding what's the name, the Energy Esports in this case, like, I think they'll be more happy for going for micro fights.
And yet another pick off going here to xTc. They managed to bring down the Weaver now in the top lane, so that's very relevant. I'm getting quite a severe case of server lag at the moment, so apparently my audio is cutting off in game. It's a bit unfortunate. But now the momentum of this game has shifted a lot. I feel like I don't think this mid game can even be salvaged for Ian. I think they're just gonna get the Alchemist Radiance up and start the split push and start the farming game. They gotta start preparing for late game, I think.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, like that's the momentum shifted the moment Axe got the blink up. It's what xTc were waiting for. And it showed like the way they're approaching the game. Really, really passive, not really stressing too much about not getting ahead of a lot out of the early game. They knew like their timings. and they're executing it really, really well at the moment. And they know now that the time being, as long as
it does look like Ian want to defend their tower though. They're not going to give up this tier 2 too easily. They get the glimpse off, but they're going to pop the ulti just yet. Monkey King with a very nice Wukong's command there. They bring down the axe. Can they bring any down more? Kato falling low. One more right click from Momo. Oh, not enough. Deppy's. Oh, big ulti out from Deppy. Whoop. Weaver dropping low, but still managed to time lapse out of that. Oh man, that was such a nice Requiem play from Deppy. Now Chelsea's in the area. Can he? Oh, he gets the stun off. Alchemist is here with his armlet. Sorry, he's Radiant. Now they're doing real damage to the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend falls. Now Adistam trying to bring down this Monkey King. Does he have enough damage? Whoop. There's a man fight going on between the two big carries now. Now Rage has worn out, so Primal Spring, it does end up hitting, and the Radiant is enough to bring it down. So very nice team fight from Energy. Great rotation from the Alchemist. He got a lot out of that fight as well. He's gonna have his CP boots up in just 400 gold.
Yeah, 100%. So I think it's Energy Esports have realized that if they can pick off the axe early, or if axe doesn't have, if XC doesn't have the axe with him for that early initiation, then it's go time. Like without the axe at the moment, they don't really have a lot to control a lot of Energy Esports heroes. So heroes like Weaver have a little bit more freedom to do what they want and have a bit more of an aggressive position.
Definitely. Strike was very good on that glimpse there at the start of the fight. And they get the Weaver in the call again, but a nice disruptor ulti coming out from Strike yet again. Now Axe is dead for a second time. Can they pick any more off? Oh, Momo going in deep, and then a big blinding light coming out from Quattro. So it's just pushing the Weaver away. And they don't look like they have too much to chase with here. Oh, they got a glimpse off. They got Deppy here. Oh, but he walks out of the kinetic field. Now Momo dropping low to those razors. I think Ian just back here. Yeah, Alchemist tipping to the shrine.
Yeah, I think that's just Ian's way of saying, look, what's his name? You won the last few fights, but we're still here to play. We're still here to win. We're not. This game is definitely still very much even Steven. So, I think the last fight where Axe tried to jump in to save the tier 1 mid was pretty much like down to the disruptor. I mean, his ulti positioning was brilliant. It caught Axe on the very edge, but what is more important, it stopped the rest of the team from being able to really jump in and assist the Axe. And once the Axe is down, it's like, okay, we don't really want to fight right now.
Oh, they caught Chelsea here, and Chelsea was caught, or was their sentry ward down, or did they dust him, or?
No, it's what is his? I think his ulti was just on cooldown.
Oh man, feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Nyx. It's part of the game, man.
I didn't see what happened initially, but I just saw Axe called him and his ulti was on cooldown.
Alright. You updated by a Hand of Midas this game as well, so I think, I know I said early on while the game was paused that I favor xTc's draft in the late game, but I actually retract that comment. They have so much good Ags, so Alchemist has a lot of people to give Ags to. I mean, Disruptor Ags, silencing BKBs in all items, Nyx Ags, brilliant for high ground defense, and Weaver Ags just makes the Alchemist become like almost unkillable with the teammate time lapse, and I only had a 16-second cooldown.
Yeah, so I mean, Lifestealer does struggle to a degree against that lineup, just because of the fact that the lineup does provide a lot of physical damage. But I think largely the question isn't too much like who wins the late game. Yeah, I think the mid game probably the most important part. The most important part of this game, and what's going to determine who wins the mid game is that both these teams have exceptionally strong initiations.
Oh, looks like Roshan's going down. Ron dropping relatively fast. Do Ian know, and can they contest us? There is a Monkey King in the area, but that's all, and he's going to drop very fast. So the first Roshan of the game going to xTc. Oh, Monkey King jumps in and he snatches the Aegis. Oh my god, what a player! Oh man, Filthy Frank MVP just for that. Now he's gonna fall, but oh man, xTc not happy about that.
Yeah, that's the one thing you've always got to worry about when you got a Monkey King around is like, do they have vision? Do they know
so
where's the
quick
Monkey
on
King?
that jump, man. Oh, Filthy Frank MVP right there. And actually, it's good to note that Monkey King already has his basher now, 22 minutes in. So late game Wukong's command also does a very high amount of damage. I know you said it's the mid game that's going to be the big deciding factor, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is, Ian, don't feel like in a rush this game. They don't need to force anything.
Yeah, 100%.
You got a Midas on your next assassin. You got an Alchemist. Weaver's going to be split pushing a lot too. Oh, they managed to bring down the Disruptor there in the middle lane.
I think that's a pretty fair trade. I mean, with the Disruptor down, just means they can push the lane. They don't really have to be too concerned about a counter initiation or anything like that. I think without the Disruptor's ulti, they counter their.
Oh, they popped the Wukong's command though.
Relatively weak.
But I think I don't think they're gonna commit for this fight, are they? Oh, Alchemist gone in. He gets called up now. He's dropping really low. And yep, you said it, without the Disruptor, fight's not really easy to take. So I struggle to see why they committed for that fight the way they did there.
The big thing as well is that, like, it's another reason why. Okay, so I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm gonna mention it now. Okay, Keeper of the Light is incredibly strong against Monkey King because of his blinding light. His blinding light can push Monkey King out of his Wukong command, which obviously stops the ulti. And now Keeper of the Light has just got his Ags. His Ags is on the way on the courier. That's going to be like constant. Its name, Blinding Light's going to be constantly going to be up. Obviously, bar its cooldown. Again, like all that really means is that, especially when the Disruptor isn't up, that ulti isn't up, there's no real cause to concern for xTc to be worried about not taking objectives in fights.
Oh, they get the glimpse off. Who did they get? They get Deppy in there, but ooh, he manages to walk out of kinetic field. They do have a stun charge up. Do they have detection ready? And they throw it onto Blue Cat. Now Deppy charging up the ulti. Damage reduction coming out now. Blue Cat falls right at the start of the fight. Momo dropping low now. He gets called up. Lifesteal is hitting away. Alchemist tanking up. Can they bring down the second support now? Cuddle's dead as well. Can they get any more? It looks like they just want to bail out of this. They're happy with their 2-for-1 trade. But the Weaver did end up falling that fight, so not ideal.
Yeah, 100%. So, I think xTc will be relatively happy with that. They're 2 supports for a call, but at the same time, they got the objective as well. They got the tower, so I don't think they'll be too bleak about that fight. And would be lovely to always think when you're casting games, it's just kind of what's going through xTc's mind and what's going through Energy Esports' mind at the moment. Obviously because it's very easy for us to say, oh well, we can see this, we can see that, but it'd be very interesting to see, do they spot that, how they wanting to approach the game, that sort of stuff. But at the moment, it definitely looks like I pointed out earlier, that both teams seem to be in a very similar position in terms of like their fight, and whether or not they want to fight is largely dependent on whether or not one hero is online. I mean, I'm talking, if you don't have your carry up or whatever, you don't really want to be fighting your pos 1 or pos 2, you don't really want to be fighting anyway. But I'm talking like how important, for example, access to xTc's fighting, and how important Disrupt is to Energy Esports. Without those heroes, the other team can pretty much like steamroll. It can steamroll and do what they want in terms of fighting and being aggressive.
Definitely. A game is even when no team wants to take a direct fight. You either wait till you have an advantage with an Aegis, or that you have a pick off, or even just siege a tower and not commit for a fight. And that's the state of this game at the moment. No team is really gonna fully commit for a fight right now, because they know both teams are at quite a scary level. No team, no guaranteed win for a fight for any team right now.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, you saw early in one of the earlier fights where Axe used the Nakes bomb on the Disruptor, which a lot of people might be confused. Like, why would you want to use that combination on your pos 5? But the reason is because, like, without that hero, they don't really want to be fighting.
Up now, top. He's having enough damage to bring down. He's sitting low on mana. Oh, he timed this out and he gets dusted, but he should be fine. Oh, no, he cancels the Axe Blink with the Swarm. Now he's dropping low. He does not have a TP on him, so I think he's gonna fall. Got backup coming in now. He gets stunned up. Momo, how long can you juke it out? Can you make them waste this rotation now? He's buying very fast. Axe Blink still cancelled, but he falls now. Space created. But yeah, like you were saying, so yeah, if you go for a blink call on the disruptor with the infest bomb, like might not be as big as, let's say, a alchemist kill or something, but that does allow you to push the tower. It's more than enough. So yeah, you can say it's just a disruptor, but that disruptor got them a T2 and just put them in a better position all around.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, Wukong commands pop down, Depi top. Can they bring down the Shadow Fiend? He's popping Requiem, but he falls. So big pickup from the side of Energy. The Weaver did fall, but they managed to get a return kill on Depi and the Shadow Fiend. So nice pickup from them. At a stamp, managed to bring down the tier 1 tower too. Sorry, tier 2 tower top. xTc slowly but surely getting more and more map controls this game. But Energy did manage to trade the tier 2 bottom as well, so it's still a very close game so far. 28 minutes in, you can't differentiate which team is going where.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
And Carlo just farmed so well. He's got his gem up now too, so he can really, his map presence and the vision he gives is just crazy. A lot of teams, when you see the first pickup Kotal, like yesterday, we saw in the XT versus Pulse game, XT opted to pick up the Kotal first, and then Pulse just responded with an instant Night Stalker pick. And it counted the Kotal out for quite a long time, but obviously XT played a very good series to bring that game back, and they ended up taking the series 2-0.
Yeah, I mean Night Stalker is a really nice answer to the Kotal, because obviously Kotal is really strong during the day, especially when he's got his Ags up, and Night Stalker is a really great counter to that because A, he's strong, in the opposite, like he's strong, really strong at night, and at the same time he's got a spell that can shorten the length of days. So basically, you can shorten the amount of time that your opposing team has, or the opposing team is looking to take objectives and really be aggressive. Like you're shortening their advantage time, which is really nice.
And what is cool too, I like, is that so you picking your Kotal is your vision hero. You got insane vision in the day. He's got his gem up, and then you pick your Night Stalker, which is your vision hero, and it counters the enemy vision hero. So it's that kind of like when you put on an Observer and a Sentry and you find the enemy's ward. It's just kind of satisfying.
Yeah, 100%.
Now the tier 2 dropping fast. They're sieging with these Mantas. It's Bloodlust up now, but Alchemist is just going to siege this tower away. Oh, but he gets caught up now. Oh, at this time, he's taking so much damage. Oh, Kinetic Field is dropped. 2 heroes scored in it. Oh, Lifesteal can just walk out. Yoran dies dropping, but they managed to bring down the Nyx Assassin now as well. At this time, doing so much damage. But Weaver's chipping away with him. He's hitting on the Deso. 3 heroes dead for Energy now, and Momo drops 2. Double kill for Depi, and a 4-4-1 team fight in favor of xTc. Oh man, that was pretty insane. Freaking Alchemist dropping so fast to the Lifestealer and Axe combo with him.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, 40 Frank pick off on the position 1 Lifestealer. Oh man, Adestam played really greedy there. Nice.
Yeah, that's a bit of old teammate banter. Both these players obviously playing with each other for a short while back in their time together at Aperture. So just
Filthy Frank asserting dominance there, man.
Yeah, just saying, I got you. I remember this or whatever.
Okay, can he steal Aegis again now? Oh, they got vision for him this time. So
yeah, the water
no, they xTc learned their lesson, man. They don't make the same mistake twice, so I can respect that. Now, Lifestealer did fall, but I think Depi's gonna pick up this Aegis anyway, whether Lifestealer was here or not.
Yeah, it's a good choice to let Depi, its name, go for the Aegis. I mean, largely, because I think he's the highest. I mean, let's have a look. I haven't even had a look at the graphs today. So yeah, he's the highest net worth. I mean, I'm excluding the Alchemist because it's an Alchemist, right? But it's the highest net worth for xTc at the moment. And with regards to sieging towers, he's your best bet. I mean, you don't really want a Lifestealer to run up and hit towers and stuff. He can do it with rage, but it's so much easier for a Shadow Fiend with the Dragon Lance to just to run up and hit towers and not really be too scared, especially when you got an Aegis
For sure, for sure. And plus you have the axe this game, so you just put the lifesteal inside the axe, and the minute they try go on your 8 Shadow Fiend, you just counter initiate, and then the fight should be in a good space from there.
100%.
We'll take that.
Now, looks like they're gonna make quick use of this Aegis. They're gonna push down this tier 2 immediately bottom. So not giving Energy too much of a time to breathe, and I'm curious to see how Energy's try this defense here. Obviously the tier 2 is gonna fall, but are xTc gonna go high ground now is the question.
I think they can. So look, I mean, it's they've got a lot of time per day, like, so it's in their favor. They got Aegis up. They got pretty much like all the items they're wanting or needing. Its name to do a high ground fight. So.
And look at that damage coming from the Shadow Fiend. There's so much. Just 3-4 right clicks, and it's already almost quarter HP drop from the tier 3. But xTc not too much in of a rush to push. They just TP out, force out the TPs, and now they're pushing out their own lanes. Obviously they do have 6 minutes on this Aegis, so there wouldn't be too much of a rush to push immediately, right? Like you got some time before you just go at it.
Yeah, 100%. Like I did say earlier, I mean, it's ideal to try push within the next two and a bit minutes, just under 3 minutes, because obviously they're strongest at, during the day. They've got a lot more sustain, a lot more vision, that sort of stuff. So if they can get a push in within the next 3 minutes, that's ideal. But there's no real reason why they need to like stress about, oh flip, we need to push now, otherwise we lose, sort of thing. It's just obviously for them, if they can find the opening now, it's the best time to do it.
Definitely. Ooh, actually that's the blink call. Who did they get? They got the Alchemist, so he's dropping down. Wukong's command is pop, but Alchemist falls immediately. He does have buyback available. But nice little pickup from them.
Huge.
Now they're gonna have to. Is Alchemist forced to buyback here is the question.
He'll definitely have to buy back.
They'll be dropping low to those Weaver rifle ticks. He does have a butterfly now, so he is a little tanky to those Weaver chip damage. Now Monkey King doesn't have, they don't have Wukong's command. They have a Disruptor ulti ready though. Are they're going for this, and Alchemist refusing to commit his buyback just yet. And Axe gets another call on the Monkey King. Now he's dropping so fast to Shadow Fiend right clicks, and that's a Monkey King dead. Oh, Weaver gets stunned up. Oh, Debbie gets called back in there. He's stunned up, still hasn't fallen just yet. And Aegis is popped. Blue Cat falls now as well. Now can they save their Shadow Fiend? He looks to be in trouble. Oh, Lincoln's. Oh, they get the call on Shadow Fiend, on Alchemist yet again, and he's spent it buyback. Can they bring down Little on the Alchemist? 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, and that's a dead Alchemist. No buyback for him. So this could be a set of racks here. Yo, all your ultis is down. Alchemist and Monkey King are dead. Shadow Fiend just doing so much damage to this base, and Axe falls now as well. Oh man, Momo for doing the Cuddle dropping so low. Oh, and he does pop there in the end. Oh, mana burn, so much damage. So they pick up the gem. Oh, Momo dropping low. He's doing a good job of stalling out this push. But come on, xTc do not. Are they looking to back here? Ooh, he gets
I think
heroes up.
xTc are probably gonna back here now.
All right,
We
all
got
right.
the
4 heroes up.
3.
Oh, they get the glimpse. Boundless Strike comes out. Do they have anything else? Kinetic Field is popped. Monkey King jumps in there, but nothing much else they can do. Ada Stamp is here. TP now popping the Shadow Blade. Oh, he gets dusted though. Messy little engagement about to pop. Any team gonna commit here? Doesn't seem like it just yet. Oh, he pops the ring, but he doesn't land it. Ooh. 2 heroes are TP'd up. They pop Wukong's command yet again. Is it enough damage to bring down the Shadow Fiend? Blue Cat dropping fast. Boundless Strike comes off on 2. And ulti is expended. Deppy now falls on the Shadow Fiend. So middle rack stands. And they kill the Shadow Fiend now. So that's very big from the side of EN. Successful rack defense.
Yeah. xTc did manage to get the tier 3, so that means they can move on to shrines now. And I think what the reason that's quite big now is I think what you're gonna find is xTc probably gonna wait for the next rush fight to make their next push. So until then, they can get shrines down and get those objectives farm a little bit. Once those shrines are down, if they push out the lane, it's gonna be really, really difficult for Energy Esports to contest that rush. And that rush fight's gonna be really important, I think, because I think if xTc can get it without a hitch, it's going to be really, really tricky for Energy Esports to defend the next big push.
That is very true. Now Momo, he pushed up the Demon Edge. you know me, fan of the game, hoping that's a rapier, but it's most likely going to be an MKB, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage to that Shadow Fiend there. He's already right-clicking so hard, even with the butterfly up. And once he has that MKB, he'll manage to, if Shadow Fiend's caught in a bad position, BKB up or not, or anything from the Shadow Fiend, he'll manage to bring him down. Obviously, Shadow Fiend not opting to buy a BKB this game, but still, we were right-clicking insanely hard this game.
Yeah, Weaver's managing to get a lot done, especially when Axe is no longer present in the fight. So what you'll see is what Energy Esports are doing a lot is they're focusing a lot to make sure the Axe dies early on the fight, because once the Axe is down, Weaver has less reason to be worried about getting caught out. And let's say what one of here is kind of have the same approach as well. So once that fear is out of the way, you know, a moment, what's the name, well, Odie and Weaver can really afford to be in more aggressive positions to get a lot more done. Because without the Axe, they don't have a lot in terms of lockdown that really deals with Weaver effectively.
I mean, Lifestealer does have his Abyssal Blade now. You have the stun from Ogre, but that's all countered by the Lincoln Sphere on the Weaver. And the thing is, you have an Abyssal Blade to kill the Weaver, but like that means you have to get close to the Weaver. And Weaver with the Dragon Lance, ooh, this is a risky play. The Lifestealer is inside, but DotA and dropping so fast. Disrupt the out pop. Aristam dropping so fast with Weaver right clicks, and they managed to bring down the Lifestealer as well. So that's a 2-for-0 trade there for Energy.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin managed to scout out the Shadow Blade by Axe with the gem. So that was a very, very, very nice reaction to that xTc looking for a pick-off and not really being aware that the whole time they were being watched and the counter initiation was in play.
Now 5 heroes are mid for Energy. Are they gonna try to force some buybacks here, push some chip damage on the tier 3? Axe instantly buys back, but Lifestealer does not have a buyback. I'm not sure if they know that or not. Whoa, Deppy gets Boundless struck, but Blinding Light stole that out. Not an easy lane to push. 45 seconds on the Lifestealer. Now one more chipping away. Ooh, he gets stunned up, multi-casted. Dropping low, but he's fine. How long till this next Roshan up? Okay, still some time before the next Aegis is up. Oh, that was funny. You get mana drain and then pushed away with the Blinding Light.
Yeah, 100%.
And then
I think at this point now they'll back off. They realize they can't really get much up because of the Kotl. It's really, really tough to push in while there's a Kotl and an Axe and a Shadow Fiend. Like so much high ground defense. Ogre as well to a degree.
Yeah. And but Ian, they shouldn't feel in a rush this game, I don't think. I mean, you have the Alchemist, you have so many people to give Axe to. Your draft scales really well into the late game, and you saw already in the last fight, like the Weaver can kite a lot of heroes very well. Now xTc, our 5-man smoked up here, going into rush, but no rush available, and smoke does pop from who's scouting it out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I wasn't scouted by anyone then. There's no one close to them.
So how come the Shadow Fiend's smoke just popped there? He didn't attack anything, not that I saw.
Did not just run out? No, I didn't. I've got no idea.
Oh man, Momo very quick on the TPs. He's getting a good level of split push here. Age is back in 1.5 minutes, so xTc definitely going to prioritize that, but the question is, can Ian contest? I mean, the shrine hasn't, tier 3 is fallen, but they haven't managed to take the shrine just yet, so they still have that area to port to. And losing a rush fight could be a disaster for xTc right now.
I think losing it, let's have a look at what cooldowns are, what buyback statuses are looking at. Like, okay, so currently the only people that have buybacks is Weaver, Nyx, and Energy Esports. So you're right in terms of the fact that if a rush fight were to theoretically happen now, it would, and xTc were to lose that fight, that would be a huge disaster. None of the heroes, other than Deppy, have buybacks. So, and you can't really defend against 5 of them if the fight does go disastrously.
Oh man, Nyx managing to pick off the Kotl again, but yeah, you're 100% right. And I wonder if Alchemist is going to save. Okay, he bought the Axe, but his buyback is off cooldown now. Only 1,200 off buyback for him as well. He shouldn't have too much of a problem farming that up. But then again, Roshan is going to be up very quickly. So this next fight is going to be... this Roshan is definitely going to be a priority for both teams here. Nobody want to give it up for free just yet. Oh man, that game sense from DotA and DotA. They catch the Monkey King and he's falling so fast. Dead for 55 seconds. He does have buyback available though. He might expend it for this Roche fight. Roche on his back. He didn't scout the
They
Roche's
spotted
back.
the monkey.
Yeah.
They scouted the monkey because of the ward. In fact, its name Weaver just pinged it out, so they know the ward is there.
Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't see that ward there. Oh man, Roche
Yeah,
dropped
so they-
so fast.
Yeah, so that's massive for Deppy. Got the ages again, which is really, really big. I don't know if it is daytime now, and they've got a decent amount of time until. Sorry, I'm yawning. They've got a decent amount of time until night is up. So it's again a nice, ideal time to push. So, and the only person who has buyback on the side of Energy Esports is the Monkey King. So if they get a good fight here and get a few kills.
Okay,
then,
so Weaver
that could
committed
be
to go.
more onto the
I
rest.
think he just got a fresh 10-second BKB now, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm wondering who did. I can't see at the moment, but who got given the Ags by the Alk? Oh, the Weaver got the Ags. So
Weaver did, yeah.
So it's Ags and 10-second BKB on Weaver now. So let's
Yeah,
see if Energy
100%.
can defend us. They got their items up ready. Oh, Axe trying to get the call on. Ooh, not managed to get Alchemist just quick enough. Can they get a glimpse on Axe? Ooh, Deppy dropping low to those Weaver. Oh, Weaver right click is doing so much damage. Oh man, look at how fast he dies to the freaking Weaver. Oh, Momo in trouble now. Momo's dead. No buyback on the Weaver. So that's their time lapse. Down. Oh man, this could be disaster for Ian. Deppy doing so much damage. Popping the Meteor Axe still standing. Shrines are used. Akam is throwing out his stun. Oh, 2-man boundless strike coming out there. No, Momo. Man, Lifesteal is just running at them. He bought a BKB himself. Now, Debbie just chipping away at the racks, playing objective gaming now. Enough looking for the heroes, and they bring on the melee rack, so they got what they're looking for. Whoa! Now Alchemist could be in trouble now too. Deppy bringing down. Ooh! No, it's the Alchemist too in trouble. That's the Alchemist. He does have buyback, but alright, they don't have to dive too hard. They got their melee racks. They got what they wanted here.
Dire's bottom tower is under Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Oh, poses are coming out. I wonder if it's just me or it's a high level of server lag throughout the server. Yep, they're getting server lag as well now. I'm getting lots of frame drops, server lag. Rather unfortunate. I say lobby servers have not been in a good state recently.
Yeah. They're doing maintenance or something along those lines. And because of that, local servers, a lot of local servers are experiencing a lot of problems going up the west coast. So yeah, that's the name. The reason that's the servers are not too great at the moment. The reason I've had, well, apparently, so the reason I've had a lot of issues with my my VoIP is largely because of that CCOM cable not being in the greatest shape. So, and it's the same. I don't know if you'll remember, but there was like that patch, well, not that patch, that's the time late last year when this like really bad server lag was happening, and that was the same reason.
Alright, that makes sense. Okay, now XTC got their middle racks. They can just back out now. They don't have to commit too much here. But yeah, and it's pretty unfortunate. Like our normal SA server pub games, the servers there are still fine, but these lobby games,
Yeah. Lobby games get destroyed, and that's the weirdest thing. All I can assume is that like the servers used for private lobbies and pub matches are either in different locations or they're just different servers. That's otherwise it doesn't make sense to why the one is like badly affected and the other isn't. And also the private lobbies are only really affected during peak hour, so which is right now until about 11 o'clock when people go to bed and less people are using the servers. An alternative which we found works is if like both teams agree to it, playing on European servers, because I found at least the servers aren't as bad as the European servers are fine. But I've heard people contradicting that.
Oh, Chelsea getting caught out here.
We'll see.
Yeah, in SA we got most people can play it around 200, 220 ping in SA. You get some odd cases where people have like 300 ping, but in most cases if you're playing at 220 ping, I mean if both teams agree to it, it's not too bad. Especially, and it's like a fair thing. If both teams have 220 ping, you can't really complain about that. And if you ask me, that's a lot better than this. Like server like is like in a team fight like that by your middle lane. It's you can't play like that. It's not cool.
100%. I talk from experience when I say it's like really unplayable, especially if you're playing. Like I know, for example, we've had a situation where when like our mid player was playing Invoker. Now imagine trying to you're in the middle of a team fight and you're trying to invoke spells and stuff and throw down as much as you can while you're playing pretty much like a game of Lego. So it's not really, it really isn't ideal, especially if you're playing heroes like in fact I think
Alright,
xTc in this game is probably
down. Sorry to cut you off there. Nyx Assassin is down. They're taking out both the shrines, and it looks like xTc want to go for blood here. They're walking up the Dragon. Deppy's walked up here. He's wanting to siege this tower. Oh, Alchemist getting stunned up. Buyback status. Alchemist does have his buyback. Weaver's still 700 gold off buyback. So if he doesn't get 1 or 2 kills this fight, he'll not have buyback again. Deppy's still not with his Aegis. Is he gonna pop? Yeah, it ticks away. Axis Shadow Blade it up. He has the lifesteal inside of it. He gets the... Oh, he misses everyone in the core. He gets stunned up now. He's caught in the kinetic field. And Axe falls. Now, can they bring the Adderstamp down? He's taking a lot of damage to this Weaver. Oh. How far did they want to commit now? Oh, Adderstamp turning on the Alchemist. Alchemist dropping low. Alchemist falls. He has buyback. Is he going to commit it now? Is the question. Momo dropping low. Sitting at half HP. Committed the BKB. Deppy's still at full HP. So he's going to carry on the siege. No Wukong's command. No Disruptor ulti. And look at that. BKB or not Momo, you take so much damage from the Shadow Fiend right clicks. Can xTc break the base here? Tier 3 dropping less than half HP. Oh man, a couple of more hits. Alchemist holding onto his buyback still.
All that's happening now is what you can see now is literally just both teams seriously respecting the fight.
Oh, Debbie gets caught out, and they managed to bring down the freaking Shadow Fiend. Momo so much damage. You see when the Shadow Fiend gets stunned up, Momo gets stunned up. Can they get more Boundless Stack out onto the Okameja? He's gonna fall relatively fast. Can they get Adderstamp now is the question. He does. Does he have a TP? I'm not quite sure. I can't check at the moment. But nah, yeah, not diving too hard. And Milirak's still falling. Even the tier 3 still standing. Sorry, not falling, standing.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this game is literally a testament to how important positioning. Well, positioning is incredibly important in general. But like, this game seriously just highlights how important the positioning of their heroes needs to be. For example, like if your Shadow Fiend, I wouldn't quite say he was out of position, but if your Shadow Fiend is like even slightly a little bit of a too aggressive position, they can punish that so heavily.
I mean, like it felt like just in the duration of that Nyx stun with the Boundless Strike coming out, it was enough damage to bring him down, like from the Weaver. So that's pretty crazy. And he's not a squishy hero. He's sitting at 3k HP, 20 armor, has a butterfly, but he just gets busted. One stun off on him, and Weaver's got enough damage to bring him down. So that's pretty insane.
Weaver's pumping out a hell of a lot of damage.
And like Ian are down one set of racks, but like it is just one set of racks. You do have a Radiant, Manta Style Alchemist. You can still afford to push out the lanes. And again, your draft's still scaling well. So this game far from over.
Yeah, 100%. I think honestly, it's just this. Like, I'd love to see what the have a look at what the net with graphs looking like. Have a look, see. Let's have a look. Oh, where do I find the net with the?
I'm not sure if this is like a feature or it's a bug, but when you're broadcasting, you cannot actually look at the net worth and XP graphs and stuff. So like, I don't know if you're willing to do the manual maths by looking at heroes' net worth, but there's no net worth graph to find at this point.
Okay, cool. Well, by the looks of things, net worth seems to be incredibly tight. So it's like, I mean, I'm just like looking at the respective hero net worths. Not the heck. I mean, I think at the moment, xTc are slightly edging it. Just because, and it's literally just because of the difference between the respective pos 4s. There's not, if you look at like the pos 1s, the pos 2s, and all that stuff, you're looking at a difference of like a K max, going in the favor of the one than the other, and the one than the other sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, like, it's incredibly tight. So right now, this game is definitely hanging in the balance. Russia's up now, which is pretty massive. So I think that's going to be a big fight. And yeah, this fight is literally hanging on a thread. Whoever gets the better initiations off, whoever gets catch the other team without buybacks, that sort of stuff is going to win. It's not going to be a case of one team to wait it out. It's named for whoever's got the better late game or anything like that. I think both their late games are significantly like on par with each other. It's really dependent on who gets the better initiations off. And right now, I think it's in a position where xTc have really strong initiation, or both teams have really strong initiation, but I think Energy Esports have okay, let me rephrase. So I think xTc have a little bit of a stronger initiation, in my opinion.
DPS walking into the pit, they're dropping the short run fast, but yeah, carry on. What are you saying?
Yeah, so basically the way I see it at the moment is that xTc, in my opinion, have a much stronger initiation. The problem is though, is that I think
quicker bus blade out. Oh, I'm completely frozen. Server lag is so bad. I can't see anything. Alchemist is dropping. Aegis did fall to Shadow Fiend. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm lagging very hard right now.
Okay, right now, what's his name? Alchemist has just died. He does have buyback, so it's Alchemist down. Shadow Fiend still has his Aegis, and what's probably gonna have to happen here is Alchemist might have to buy back unless they can hold up without him. But I have my doubts about that. Basically, but what I was saying was that like xTc have a much stronger initiation. We have a much stronger initiation, but Energy Esports have a better answer to their counterparts' initiation. So like if xTc initiates on Energy Esports potentially has a better answer to counter-initiate or to de-initiate the fight if they don't want to fight. Whereas if Energy Esports gets the initiation on xTc, then it doesn't really work the same way. I think xTc struggle a bit more to kind of get a counter initiation in. So yeah, I think right now, definitely the initiation is more important for xTc than Energy Esports, but at the same time, like, it's pretty much like crucial, like incredibly crucial for both teams anyway. But I'm just saying that I think xTc can't afford as much to not get the initiation off as Energy Esports. Energy Esports does have a little bit of leeway with being able to wait.
So I see Axe has a BKB completed now too, so I'm wondering if Alchemist is going to try give this Disruptor Axe anytime soon, because they can silence both the BKB from the Axe and on the Lifestealer, so that would be big. But I don't see that coming out yet. Oh, they find the Axe! He's dropping low to Momo. Can he get the call off? He catches Monkey King. Monkey King pops his BKB. They don't have enough items to bring down the Monkey King. Axe falls. Wukong's command is thrown out now. Big ulti coming out from Depi. Lots of damage coming out here. Now Alchemist dropping very fast to this. Oh! He's still alive. He gets time lapsed up now too. Oh my god. Depi's dropping low. Aegis is popped. Skynet dropping so low to these Weaver right clicks. One more right click. Oh, he's still invis. And Momo, where are you going? Okay, yo, Edestam dropping so low to the Weaver right clicks. Can he get a bash off? Nope. Momo just kiting up still. He gets a Bustle now. Shadow Fiend gets a Bustle. He's dropping low. Oh, Manabun. Oh, he pops the cheese now as well. So very quick backpack swap coming out from him. Momo now dropping. Oh my god, Weaver's damage is insane. Oh, they get a bash on Edestam. Edestam dropping low. And Weaver just kiting up this lifestealer. And that's a 4-for-1 trade. And the Rax is still standing. So another successful base defense for Energy Esports.
Yeah, 100%. The big problem right now is saying that the Weaver's being allowed to get so much done in the backlines, getting so much done in terms of his damage. Right now, like, unless the Axe, and I don't envy the Axe position right now at all, because Axe is like a lot is resting on Axe's shoulders to making sure that he can get the perfect initiation off. Because that's right now, as the game is getting further and further and further, you know, Axe is like it's becoming more and more dependent on Axe getting that call off. and he wants to catch the disruptor to stop that ulti coming off. He wants to catch the alchemist as well to kill him down, so it makes
I mean,
fighting
in the
on high
last
ground a
fight,
little
he
bit
was
easier.
forced to try call up the Monkey King, and they didn't manage to bring
Yeah.
him down. He popped his BKB, and he got off his Wukong's command, full Wukong's command, and it was, man, that fight was really rough. And now Alchemist going in, he pops the Abyssal onto the Ogre, but he's tanking pretty well. Oh, Chelsea popping in. Oh my god, E-Blade Mana Burn. He fucked that Coral up. Now he's in trouble. Oh, two-man static field coming out there. They catch DotA and die. Does he have a BKB? He does have his BKB, but he's got given an axe, so he can't pop that just yet. 4 heroes still down. Axe forced to buy back. Debbie gonna respawn in 5 seconds. Lifestealer buys back now as well. Rax is dropping fast, but Energy getting the hell out of there. Oh man. Very nice freaking engagement there for Energy Esports, forcing out 2 buybacks, getting off pickoffs. And now it seems like are they gonna camp out here, try get a pick? Nah, they're just gonna back away, farm a little bit more. And this Disruptor got given an axe, and I called it, man. Once a Disruptor has axe and they can't pop the BKB inside that static field, it's very hard to take a fight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think it's not too much of a problem if BKBs are ready cast, obviously. Which I think actually wants him to do anyway. I think he'll probably BKB and then jump in it regardless. So, I mean, with regards to that, it might not make too much of a difference. But yeah, it's still massive for them to have. And
But
I can see
you now got the
for a
opportunity
smoke
to
flare.
use that static field aggressively like we did see there in the tier 3, so Axe can get caught by that. But yeah, okay, 5-man smoke coming out from xTc right now. Okay, Deppy TPing out, so I don't know if they still want to go for this. Maybe find 1-man pickoff, but I don't think they can take a full 5-man team fight, not without the Shadow Fiend here. Oh, okay, he shows off his smoke. I think they just want to get the hell out of here right now. Oh no, they recall the Shadow Fiend. Momo going in, and look at that! Static field dropped on the Axe yet again. Can they bring him down in time? Oh, friggin' Axe has fallen. And Deppy's taking so much damage from the Weaver right clicks. Oh my god, he gets bashed up when he pops the Titanic. Now Momo gets Titanic up, he gets Bloodthorn, and he dies. Activates his buyback. Oh, Adestam dropping low. Can he bring down Chelsea in time? Oh, Momo time lapses back in, but he's on low HP. Adestam dead, no buyback. Blue Cat dead, no buyback. 3 heroes down. 90 seconds, no buyback. Deppy does have a buyback, but I think Energy can capitalize it. They can just start pushing down. And they know Lifestealer doesn't have a buyback. They know Axe doesn't have a buyback. And I'm not sure if they know Ogre has a... Okay, I think Ogre will take buyback last fight, so he's down. Now can they bring down this Rax in time? How much can Deppy do? Oh my god, Skynet taking a lot of damage. Alchemist just going in ham. Oh, quick on the Lotus Orb.
This is going to be at least 2 set of Rex, I'm pretty sure. I don't see, unless if Coddle can do his work, then maybe leave it to 1. But I don't see how the Lifestealer and the Coddle by themselves can stop this onslaught. I'm pretty sure, like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go,
another
there goes the
pick off for Chelsea. And Deppy gets caught now as well. He's brought back. If this is where he died, I think this will be game. GG is called.
That's game.
So
That's
first game
cool.
going to Energy Esports. Oh man. That was a really well played game from Energy, I feel. Like there were times where they felt out of it and Rax was gonna fall, and then they just bought time and they managed to hold off all the pushes from
Yeah,
xTc.
100%. They played around the Axe initiation perfectly. What's his name? I mean, you saw as the moment Axe jumped in, make sure you kill him down early, and then they don't really have anything to deal with the rest of their heroes. I mean, Weaver, once the Axe was down, and Axe was killed early, killed incredibly early, almost every single team fight. And when that happened, it takes so much for them to kill the Weaver. And like, yeah, and it just came to show they didn't really have much to deal with the Weaver other than the Axe. So in the end, just really well played from Energy Esports playing.
Short break right now. Message when the Bobby's up. Yes, check. Oh, man.
Yeah. So I'm just spamming me just. What I know is that they the
Uh, password is 420 again.
cool stuff.
What the hell?
420.
Nope. Other channel.
Yeah, I couldn't see. So
No stress. Yeah, I think he just automatically puts us in that channel when you join.
apparently my microphone is quite soft.
Yeah, my
that
brother's
game.
telling me the same thing now.
We're ready when you're ready. Just give me a sec. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom quickly.
Okay. I said castle's ready, so if they start the lobby.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant victory.
Oh, seems like server just crashed. Not back in the new one just yet. Same pass. Oh man. Lol. Start a new channel. And the game is back. So that was a very close game one. You couldn't tell the teams apart right till the very end, but Energy Esports managed to defend their base so well last game. I mean, they dropped the mid racks, but even when the mid racks was going down, I mean, they managed to defend really well still. They took xTc so long to break the base, and when they were going for that second racks, man, they had the Aegis. Things looked like going xTc's way. But man, Axe blinking in, trying to call the Monkey King, not managing to bring him down, and the fight just turned from there. Obviously, not blaming Axe or anything like that. But man, props to Energy for defending the base the way they did. And game's up already. First ban for EN is Abaddon and xTc taking out the Lina. And there's a respect ban coming out. Second ban, Nyx Assassin. Lots of props to Chelsea. He played the Nyx Assassin very well.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, just to hear they're not going to want to deal with this time around. I mean, this time they've got the first pick, which is nice for them. And then obviously you see again Energy Esports not changing too much of the way of what they don't want to see in the game. I mean, other than banning the Cottle out this time. But again, banning out the Abaddon, obviously just to hear they don't really like facing. And the same with xTc, banning out the Lina. I hear they obviously don't feel like I hear they obviously don't like facing themselves.
Yeah. But they both tier 1 picks. It's very understandable taking out the start. And look, Trian protected first pick, so I was saying last game I was curious to see that, and now we get to see it, man. And now Monkey King's still in the pool, so I wonder if Ian looking to pick that up again. Romo versus Romo this game.
Yeah, if Monkey gets picked, is Monkey able to jump on the treant? Careful, 1, 2, 3. No, that's the name. Yeah, it's them. I'm quite stoked the treant is picked up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like we said earlier. In fact, there's the Monkey King pick up anyway.
Oh, Monkey King Magnus. Alright, it's like we're back at DAC now. Sick picks.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Magnus got. I mean, Magnus was hit quite hard with his nerf in terms of the mana cost of his Empower was increased
10
significantly,
seconds remaining.
which is huge because especially in the early stages of the game,
5 seconds remaining.
Magnus has really bad mana problems without that. So
Reserve time.
max level Empower costing 30 more mana per Empower than it previously did is gonna hit Magnus hard. So I mean, he's still a strong pick, but I think it's just his mana efficiency is gonna have to be a lot more on point.
Dire team
Not
battle.
that you didn't have to be mana efficient in the first place.
Yeah, I think it is kind of a big nerf to Magnus, but it's also not that big of a nerf. Like, okay, I know a lot in pubs you always see Magnus is going like treads and going like that
10
kind of man
seconds
fighty
remaining.
build, but in competitive games he's usually going the standard build.
Radiant
Mana boots,
team
4-staff,
ban.
blink dagger, that sort of like. So it is a problem, but you're gonna buy
Dire
very mana
team
heavy
ban.
items, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like
Yep.
they didn't nerf him to a point he's broken, but they made him more
Radiant team
balanced.
ban.
So still good.
Yeah.
And they nerfed a little of the cleave damage from the talent as well. But I still think Magnus, like if you pick Magnus up with a Juggernaut or even an Ember Spirit or something, it's really strong. It scales really well. And in the late game, Magnus is just crazy with the
10
RP, and sometimes guys
seconds
get
remaining.
fresh orb and double RP.
Yeah, 100%.
5 seconds remaining.
XTC now picking up the Juggernaut, and the axe is banned out, so lots of respect coming out from XTC.
Reserve time.
Oh, okay, no, they were playing the axe last game. What am I saying? But axe is talking about hard counter like Axis to Weaver. I think he's a pretty hard counter to Juggernaut too, because if Juggernaut can't get his spells off, he's a very squishy hero.
Oh yeah, big time, 100%. As I was just about to mention, another reason for that is because it's an effective way to catch Juggernaut while he's in
10
spin.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Also, another thing about Juggernaut is he
5
doesn't
seconds remaining.
deal well with heroes that provide a lot of physical damage burst. So like Juggernaut doesn't do too. I mean, an axe kind of contributes to that as well, because obviously axe can also dunk through spin.
Yep.
But it holds him there while he's in spin, and then if you pick up something like an Ursa, Weaver, something along those lines, Juggernaut doesn't cope too well because he just doesn't deal too well with a lot of physical damage burst. I don't know what his armor his armor is like. I haven't really checked the hero too much out with regards to that, but it's just something I've noticed.
Yep. And so talking about Magnus's mana problems, and look at what energy pick up. They pick up a Crystal Maiden, so
10 seconds.
that kind of makes up for it. I feel.
Yeah,
at least in the
100%.
draft.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a really strong pick. It's a block pick to a degree as well, I suppose, maybe, because everyone knows the classic Crystal Maiden Juggernaut combination. Really strong support as well. And also just it fits well with what they currently have. I mean, Crystal Maiden has the ability to kind of jump to and from lane, farm a bit herself, make sure she's getting her gold up. At the same time, Monkey King can do a lot of work with her or without her. So, really nice synergy between those two
10
heroes.
seconds
It's a
remaining.
good point you make.
And
I
also-
feel like the roaming potential of a CM and a Monkey King is actually quite underrated. Like if you get a freeze of somebody, and Monkey King is definitely going to get his spring off, and you got a slow from Maiden too, so it's
Reserve
quite a good
time.
strong duo support. But what I like to see now is XTC. They picked up a Legion Commander, so that's a very strong laning hero. So it depends now. What is Energy going to pick up in their safe lane? Because Legion Commander is a hero that can trade hits with almost any carry. Like he's an insanely strong laner.
Yeah, 100%. Also, another thing is he deals really well with against Monkey King and the Shadow and the Crystal Maiden because of his purge.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna deal relatively obviously Monkey King and Crystal Maiden can still apply a lot of pressure on the Legion, but he's gonna be able to deal relatively well with that. And on top of that, I'm assuming that Treant Protector is gonna be very, very active in Legion Commander's lane.
Radiant team.
So with all that, it's a really, really strong combination. And Legion does have the potential to get a decent amount out of that lane.
So now, Energy pick up the Lifestealer. Obviously, all-round strong pick, but I feel like
10 seconds
Legion Commander is
remaining.
not a hard counter to Lifestealer, but he's a sort of like a soft counter to
5
Lifestealer in a way.
seconds remaining.
He does manage to have that disable through BKB and a strong amount of physical damage to deal with a Lifestealer.
Dire team.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like it's yeah, like you said, it's not a hard counter, but it's definitely a decent answer to the Lifestealer. I mean, you're locking him down for a significant amount of time. He's got a lot of physical damage, and Lifesteal doesn't deal too amazingly, just like the Juggernaut, with a lot of
10
physical damage
seconds
burst.
remaining.
The only thing is obviously not ideal. The fact that
Radiant
you're not exactly
team
kiting the hero because you're trading hits with the Lifestealer, and he's a strength hero, so Lifestealer does deal a lot of damage there, but he can't use rage while he's being dueled. He can't use his open wounds, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so. With all that in mind, yep, Legion Commander is a perfectly acceptable pick against Lifestealer, 100%.
Now, XCC pick up the Invoker as their fourth pick, so they've shown all their cores right now. Just the fifth support left to pick up, and one more ban left for them. Now, EN, they've picked up their carry, they've picked up their middle off lane, and I wonder what they're going to pick up in the middle lane now. The Invoker is shown, so we could see something quirky coming out in the middle lane.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the thing about Invoker is like what's so nice about it is it's one of those heroes which is strong in almost every single matchup, right? Like because of how much he provides. Provides if you're looking for someone to deal like raw damage, you can do that. If you're looking for someone to provide a lot of teamfight control, he's always going to do that.
And I feel
so
like
he's a really great pick, and it's why
he combos quite well with Legion Commander as well. When you get the Jewel off, you just throw down the Sunstrike in there, and you got that burst in your Jewel as well with the Invoker. And if you put Alacrity on Legion Commander in the later stages of the game, oh my god, he just chops through heroes once he has some dual damage up as well.
100%.
And the fifth
But yeah, like it's.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah?
You go first.
Interwide.
Yeah,
you.
so basically another thing is like picking up the Invokers early now really limits the Energy Esports and what they can pick up mid, because for example, what might have looked quite viable for Energy Esports is something like an Ember Spirit. But that's not really like amazing anymore. It wasn't amazing with the Legion, but it's not really amazing anymore either because Invoker stomps obviously Ember mid.
I mean, Invoker stomps Ember mid, and also it's Deppy playing the Invoker, so you already have a deficit in the middle lane already, and then you still got an unfavorable matchup. So it's I agree with you. Not the greatest pick in this case.
So it's gonna be really interesting to see what energy was earned, and they're gonna
they pick up the Doctor, so that's a middle Magnus. All right, interesting. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the DAC game where in Eternal Envy's team NP they picked up a last pick Spectre when they had a Lifestealer, and then they sent AUI with a Lifestealer mid. It was quite hilarious. I mean, I like that kind of quirky stuff, but Liquid just shat on them after that. It was a ruffle storm, so I was like, I was a bit sad after that. But I think Doxy is an interesting pick this game, so it's Juggernaut not the worst carry against Doxia. I think XCC's draft is really strong. They have their big team fight hero with the Treant and the Wyvern. They got their initiation from from Legion Commander. So they got a very solid draft this game.
Yeah, both teams are very much snowball. They have snowball lineups. I mean, maybe XCC more so than Energy Esports. But I can tell you now, the reason they picked up the Darkseer was because it's a really strong, like that back wall is really strong against a lot of those heroes, especially heroes like the Legion Commander, like because obviously as you can see, like the Legion Commander, like the Juggernaut and that kind of stuff, because as you can see, XCC have a lot of physical damage cores, a lot of sieging cores. So and Darkseer is really strong on that, and on top of that, Darkseer it's whoever goes in the safe lane, it's like it's going to be Juggernaut obviously, but Darkseer is favorable against that as well because of the fact that Juggernaut's a melee carry, and on top of that, they XCC couldn't even respond because they've got the best thing to respond to other than Oracle. To Darkseer, which is the crystal main to freeze those creeps that he keeps iron shelling. So Darkseer should potentially get a lot out of his lane.
30 seconds.
All right. Now we back into the game. No team making any quirky plays for this level 1 ruins yet. Deep ward coming out from the Dire here in the top lane, and Radiant, same story. They both teams have a lane ward in the respective safe lanes. Now, Monkey King's already creating havoc. Filthy Frank, he got his hero again. I think he played a sensational Monkey King last game, and I'm interested to see how he does this game. This game he got an Invoker to harass middle compared to a Shadow Fiend, and he's got a lot of lanes to go around and just win this game. So I'm just curious to see how he plays this game as well. Oh, already causing shenanigans here on Deppy. Deppy taking the harass, man. Oh man. Poor Invoker. Not getting off to the start he'd like. Now we got DotA and Dai playing the Legion Commander here in this top lane. He's going to be facing off against Crystal Maiden and a Lifestealer. So, usually a hard lane for most heroes to be in. I mean, Crystal Maiden and Lifestealer. But I think Legion Commander is a hero who can actually show his face in that lane.
Are you watching what Filthy Frank's doing?
Oh no, what happened now? Oh my god.
No, look at it.
Shenanigans, man. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, is he going to snipe the courier immediately? Oh, this is going to be insane, dude. Okay, he's up in the trees. Alright, I gotta see how this goes down, dude.
He's getting pinged out. Like, I'm not even watching the game anymore. I'm literally watching what this guy's doing.
Dude, Monkey King shenanigans is too fun to pass up on. Oh my god. What the fuck is going on right now? Alright, he's sleeping out. He's tired of playing those games. Now, he's in the top lane, so just 3 heroes here could potentially go on this Legion Commander. Legion Commander not the easiest hero to bring down level 1. Ooh, but he does. What did he level first? He took overwhelming odds first. But 320 movement speed. With overwhelming odds, he has more movement speed. I don't think they can bring down Alcy. Now, the question is, in this middle lane, Magnus, how does he fare against Invoker? How do you think? I don't think that's an easy lane for him to be in.
No, not at all. Obviously, you've got the point that xTc, not xTc, that Invoker's got the range advantage, and especially like when Invoker starts getting his levels up, and when he starts dealing a little bit more damage. We've got to pause here. Edit time disconnect. Yeah, but basically, like Invoker does, like on paper, I'm sure win that matchup. I'm trying to look here to see what Magnus is going, because by his items that he has currently, it kind of suggests he wants to go for a poor man's, which makes sense. But I don't know, like what do you call it? Put it this way, I don't think. I mean, there's a potential for Magnus to get an okay amount in his lane, but he's not going to stop Deppy from. I'm pretty sure Deppy's going to win that matchup in terms of lane control and general CS.
All right, now I've got a question. So the Magnus name is lit here in game, but if I'm not mistaken, his official name is Chosen. Am I correct?
I think so. Yeah. I'm not like okay. I know. So Chelsea is Laka for Energy Esports, and then you've got the Monkey King is Filthy Frank, and then Momo is obviously Odu. Strike. So as far as I'm aware, Chosen is playing. Chosen is.
Okay, because I didn't come into
Magnus.
this game blind. I did my research. I knew Chosen's in the lineup. I know he's the mid player. I was just making sure. You know, these guys always have funny names going around. Never know who's playing for who. Now, I think I'm favoring. I know the game just started, but I'm favoring in this laning stage. My prediction is that xTc are going to dominate this laning stage because they supports can't really, or they can leave the lane, but Legion Commander is going to beat Lifestealer in lane in a 1v1 matchup, and so you're going to rotate a couple of heroes, try maybe go on the Invoker or something, but like, I don't know. I'm just favoring Legion xTc's drafted here in the early game, and I know you said Juggernaut has a hard time farming against the Darkseer in lane, but he just gets the Iron Talon up, and that creep's not too much of a problem for him, especially for a carry like Adam Stamp, who is so good at lane control and all those kind of things.
Yeah, but like you were saying earlier, was the fact that so you're saying Energy Esports is going to have a lot of going to have to expend a lot of their support time to make sure that Legion Commander doesn't get close to the lane, and I think at least for the beginning stage, that's what looks to be happening as well. What's probably going to end up happening is xTc are going to do exactly the same thing. They're going to make sure that Laka doesn't get much out of his lane, try force him out as much as possible, because if he's afforded to do that, Adestam's life's going to be very tricky. He's not going to be able to get this first few last. It's both teams are pretty much going to be doing the same thing, making sure that their safe lane is well secured.
Yeah. Yep, definitely agreed. So, yeah, this lane stage is going to be interesting to see. And the thing is, with Legion Commander, DotA is the kind of the same thing. Like, you can't really shut down the heroes, you zone them, yeah, but they both farm very efficient in the jungle, so not too big of a deal this game. But both teams do opt to go for roaming heroes this game, so rotations could come out once you see the jungle rotates back off to the jungle from their respective offlaners. Train Protector has that over Venom, man. 91 base damage. DotA does not want to tangle with that guy. Oh man, chat is getting rough right now. Golden showers are getting dropped here. Not child friendly at all. Close the under 18's eyes right now. Look at these filthy Twitch streamers. It's promoting the stream in the game. It's a game of Dota, man. Not business. I think Magnus made actually a clever move to get the Quelling Blade right from the get-go instead of like rushing the poor man's. Because look, he got a lot of CS now at the start, while Voku doesn't have that much damage. And he took him power level 1, 2 as well. So, sorry, level 1 as well.
What's the link to our stream?
The link to our stream. I can get it now.
Yeah.
Where would you like it posted, fine sir?
In game, because they're asking for it.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Can I rather? There you go.
There we go, gents. Man, like Deppy just typed here, what's Dota 2 without a pause? More importantly, what's SA Dota without a pause? Even the Masters players can't escape freaking the plague of SA server pauses, man. Doesn't matter where you go, what you're playing, what's your MMR. If you're playing on SA server, there's gonna be a pause, man. Some guy has to open his gate, some guy's mom is blasting him, some guy's girlfriend's phoning him, or some guy just has shitty telecom internet. That's the life of South Africa.
I was reading this conversation. It's like yesterday.
I gotta love all chat going on here in these games. You know, they all seem pretty rough and mean, but I think they all do it with a good spirit at least. Are these unofficial casters actually typing about warnings and stuff? You know, they should just be grateful they can be in this game, man.
It's just Donny like causing nonsense. You can't take anything that guy says seriously. He's just fool around guy. He's a bit of a troll.
Nah, man, I'm really offended now. I think I'm gonna drive to his house and, you know, maybe see his arms are not that big anymore, that sort of thing. I'm just kidding. we love Donny, man, representing SA Dota, playing. You know, he plays in 7.2k ranked games now. That's his MMR. Like, he's sitting at 7.2k. So his trip to Europe is really paying off. I'm proud of the guy. So happy to see SA Dota evolving the way it is.
Yeah, hopefully it's the same. And if he does watch the stream, then that'd be great. But basically, like, I'm pretty sure he knows that at least most of the people they say do wish him well. And what we would like to see is, you know, and I'm sure it's what he's hoping for, is by the end of this year, whatever, if he can find himself in a like at least a tier 2, tier 3 team, that'd be really great. And just to kind of break that barrier, just to see like an SA player in, I don't know, like the likes of like an NP or like a Ninjas in Pajamas or something like that. You know, like how cool would that be?
Did you just call Eternal Envy's team a tier 2 team, sir?
No. What's the name? Like what? I'm just like naming like random teams.
I'm just giving you a hard time, man. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm a big Eternal Envy fanboy. I think he's he is. he's like, he does retarded things, and yet he's still a tier 1 player, so it's like, I call it retarded, but it's calculated. Like the Iron Talon killing bait thing. Like, we laughed at him at first, but I mean, it just got nerfed. I mean, it was super effective. You farm super fast. I mean, blade mail on Medusa, first time you see it, you think it's hilarious, but I mean, you could see the disengage potential. You have the 4.5 seconds on the blade mail, and then you got stone gaze after that. So, it's on envy, it's all calculated, man. He on a serious note, I'm being serious here, like, he paves the way for a lot of new ideas in Dota, so that's why I'm always going to be a fan of him.
Yeah.
Alright, game's back up. Let's see. Anything serious going on here? Nah, man. Everybody's just farming still. Alright, yes, Trian coming out. Look at that base damage. Oh my god, Chelsea. Oh, insane. Good old Trian protector. Oh, Deppy got that electricity up. Ooh, fancy deny coming out from Chosen. Nice little harass coming from him too. So he's sitting at the top of CS despite all our theorizing and this shit, that shit. He's having a good time in mid lane so far. And he's gonna pick up himself a regen rune, so that's pretty cool too. Oh, is Creep gonna cancel it? Okay, he doesn't cancel it anymore, thankfully.
Yeah, I think like you can see now, I think Deppy's getting a bit of a hard time with Monkey King.
Filthy Frank playing such a good series so far. I mean, his Monkey King in game 1 was sensational to say the least.
It's all the same.
Now Blue Cat trying to... Winter Wyvern also a very strong hero for just sort of lane harass sort of thing. He can zone very well. We're not wanting to commit too much in. Chelsea forced to use his Shrine already, and Skynard's still on. He's on the hunt. He's gonna smack him yet again. Oh, shit's going down top. Legion's dropping low. He's popping this off. Can he? Oh, is he gonna be fine? He gets frozen off yet again. Magnus, are you paying attention? Nope. Nah, he's fine. Oh, Skynet tipping in out too. Oh, Monkey King picked up the courier. Sick plays from Filthy Frank, and he's still gonna escape with his life. Oh, don't die. Oh, he gets the tangle off. 1, 2. Is it enough damage? 3. One more right click, and he gets the first blood. So nice pickup from xTc, but it didn't go without a price. Monkey King did pick off the mid courier, and Invoker took a lot of damage and had to pop his Shrine. So pretty. I'd say that's an even trade.
Yeah, maybe. I would say it is first blood, so it is still pretty huge. Like what do you call it? XT doesn't have any regen anymore, but I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to use the tango to grab himself a bit of a kill. Now he can go back to lane, and now that he's got his press to the attack, got a little bit more of a safety net to be in a bit more of an aggressive position and get out without too much of a worry.
So Mr. Cypress, what position do you play in your team, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, cool. So I'm a support player. I've switched around between POS 4 and POS 5. I'm pretty comfortable on both. Up until recently, I've been playing mostly POS 5. But because of I never used to be captain of 5. I was always manager, and I've always run the team, but I never used to be in like IGL in game leader.
Alright, in deep. Monkey King's going in. Sorry for interrupting you. Do they want to play on this Invoker? So I was just asking because I saw Legion Commander opted to take overwhelming odds first. Is that like a normal choice on the Legion Commander in the offlane? Wouldn't it, like, safety wise, you want to take the debuff, or if you want to trade hits wise, you take the passive? I'm not sure. Just from my theorizing.
Okay. So I think overwhelming odds is fine.
Oh, he's going
because...
on. Alright, just harass at the moment.
Yeah. So now the tree's got his heal up, Deppy's going to be able to cope a little bit more. I think it's still going to be an irritation. I think Magnus is same, getting a heck of a lot out of this lane, a lot more than Deppy at the moment. But I think with that heal being up now, I think Deppy's probably going to be able to, I wouldn't say take the lane back. I think the lane's pretty won for this Magnus.
Yeah,
but
so we
he
were
might
wrong,
be able to.
I mean, we said Deppy's gonna own this lane with this, that. We underestimated Mr. Chosen and his Magnus. Quelling Blade and Empower has really showed its. Like, he's actually doing so much damage. His Magnus base attack time pretty good too, so he can put a lot of. Oh, so Tree Range Protector going down top. Oh, he gets the inverse off. Okay, despite not that many kills in the first 6 minutes, there's been a lot of action on the map, right? Look at this Monkey.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at this courier. This is such nonsense, dude. Oh, DotA die dropping low. Does he have debuff available? No, he's just gonna. Oh, he can't get the TP out, and he's gonna. Yeah, he falls. So kill going the way of Momo on the lifestealer, so he's not going to be complaining about that at all. Now let's look back in the middle lane. Invoker is still not having too easy of a time. I mean, Chosen sitting 20 CS above Deppy God on the Invoker. Not the easiest game for him. Oh, pings are coming out.
No, 100%.
Oh, okay, nothing's going on. Just mad pings coming out. And Darkseal, he's sitting on 20 CS 6 minutes in. Level 5, so he's not having a bad time. Chelsea, similar story to last game. He's getting a lot, not overwhelming farm in the lane, but he's getting good levels. He's getting a decent amount of farm. So he's having a decent start again. But Alistam farming very well in his Juggernaut as well. So the lane is trading pretty evenly bottom.
Right now, it's a name I think NG Esports will definitely be a lot happier with the laning stage. Because now you can see that Chelsea knowing that the supports aren't really that. Okay, as I say that, Shreen comes back. But Chelsea was making use of the fact that the supports weren't there. And as you can see, as soon as the supports aren't there, Adesam does struggle a little bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go for a talent against the Darkseid this game. But hey, not gonna question Adesam. I feel like... Oh, Filthy Frank causing trouble yet again. And DotA is just charging him down, but does he have enough damage to bring down? Oh, there's a Sunstrike there! Oh, it manages just missed. Oh, now Filthy Frank. Now I feel like Filthy Frank having another solid game so far. We're only 8 minutes in, so it's a bit early to say. But I feel like maybe xTc should have maybe put a respect band for Filthy Frank, Monkey King. I mean, yet again, the early game favoring Energy again, and I feel like he has a big part to do with that.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Maiden just juking out.
Strike in a lot of trouble here.
Oh, Strike is in trouble. He's gonna die. Easy kill for DotA. So nice little return kill. But space created, man. Both supports rotating around. So active on the Monkey King, man. I know they gave away a kill there, but oh man, Filthy Frank is just like he's my buddy at the moment, man. He's playing great DotA. Or just the nature of Monkey King's hero, even.
Like, so I'm trying to like, trying to think about why they let the Monkey King through, because obviously, like last time, the Monkey King did a lot of work. But the reason I'm thinking about it a lot is because you'll see xTc's to their cores are melee heroes, and Monkey King does specifically well against melee cores. In terms of early game harasses and just general like man fighting. But later on he doesn't do too brilliantly against the Invoker because the Invoker is because of his long range catch, because of his global presence, and at the same time because one of the big things that his tornado can debuff has got debuff potential as well. So you can just debuff what do you call it?
The Jingo Mastery. The Jingo Mastery.
Yeah, Jingo Mastery. Yeah. Also, he's got ways to push him out of what's it? His ultimate.
The Wukong
and
command.
The Wukong command. So later on, Monkey King, in terms of with the Invoker being there, might not be too much of an issue, but it's definitely doing the work that they wanted it to do in the beginning stages. So perhaps same thinking about banning out that Monkey King in the first phase might have been something that they should have considered.
Well,
but we'll see how the rest of the game goes.
For them, to be fair, like it's just 2 for 1,
100%.
10 minutes in. It's not like a disaster or anything.
No, 100%.
So in terms of timing, which team do you think is gonna like come online first? Because the laning phase they've traded relatively evenly. If you look at all the cores, everybody's farming real well. Even Deppy, we were criticizing him and whatever, but he's 30 and 50 CS 10 minutes in, so that's like a pretty average for hard lane. And okay, Magnus farming very well, Juggernaut farming very well, but like everybody's trading farm pretty evenly. Not too many kills in favor. No towers fallen yet. So timing-wise, who do you think is gonna peak first? Or
okay, well, if you look at what people are building at the moment, so I'm not entirely sure if Legion's gonna go for the blink or the treads first. If he goes for the blink first, he's gotten like literally about 100 gold. But either way, he's not far off both of them. And then if you look at the side of and the reason I'm specifically looking at the offlane here is just because what tends to happen is like
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
your timings a lot of the time depends on when they can get specific items up. So for NG Esports, we're waiting for Chelsea to build up his mech so their team can start pushing and being more aggressive. They're also waiting for the Magnus to get his blink, possibly to wait for the Magnus to get his blink up. Right now, he's going for the Echo Saber
Is
first.
under attack.
So yeah, I mean, it looks like Legion's getting a little bit more in terms of being close to the items that he's looking to get,
Radiant's middle tower is
even
under
though he's
attack.
low NCS.
Dire's
So
bottom
Doxia,
tower
okay,
is
we're saying he is a bit behind the Legion, but he's sitting at 45 CS and sitting at about almost 2k gold. So he has his mana boots already. Once he gets his mech up, which shouldn't take long for him now, do you think xTc will be in a position then to take a fight? Sorry, Energy will be in a position to go and take a fight?
Yeah, I think once Doxia's got his mech up, it's going to be a lot easier for them to take objectives and take fights, just because it's going to provide them a little bit more sustain, and a little bit more pushing potential, which I think they'll be looking for. But another big thing is definitely when Magnus can get this this blink up. I don't think it's endable if he doesn't have it, because he's obviously still got his.
Oh, that sounds like doing so much damage to the Monkey King. Okay, they managed to bring down the PSK little filthy Frank Monkey King. But yeah, I agree with you on the Magnus blink timing. But he's going for a very farm heavy right click build, Treads Echo Saber, so he's farming really well, sitting at almost 100 CS 12 minutes in. He's farming better than that Juggernaut. But yeah, he'll definitely be making impact, and he's going to farm his blink dagger fast. Now if he's got an Echo Saber and Treads, he can farm out the jungle really fast. I don't know, his team doesn't seem to have ancient stacks for him, but he is fine. He's going to farm fast regardless. Look at that, sitting on 500 gold already just after completing the Echo Saber.
Yeah, I mean he's gotten a lot more than I anticipated him getting in this lane. So he'll be pretty happy with that. And now that he's got his Echo Saber, his farm will, like you said, skyrocket as well. Very fast with Empower, Shockwave, and Echo Saber. And you made that comment, by the way, that Magnuses tend to go for the mana boots and stuff. And I suppose it doesn't really matter considering he went Echo Saber. But you see in this game here that he's gone for the treads because he's went.
Right, dude, we've called everything about the Magnus this game wrong. Oh my god, Infest coming on. Full combo going on Deppy. They're dropping fast. Oh, the Crystal Maiden Freezing Field coming out too, and they managed to kill Big Scary Deppy on the Invoker. Oh man, that was a nice play. But yeah, man, we got everything wrong about Magnus this game. Oh man, Chosen is showing us.
Because it also, I suppose, I mean, I did like anticipate that it was gonna be in the off lane. Which obviously I was wrong about. But sure, like so far, them putting it in the mid is seriously paying off. I mean, he's not too far off his blink. He's about just 1,000 gold off, which he can farm relatively quickly. And yeah, it looks like Doxia decided to go to the Midas first before the mech. So
okay,
he got a Midas up. So
I think that's actually a good decision. You know, we're criticizing his laning phase, but he's farmed really well. Like, Juggernaut's a very good core against him, even as a melee hero. And
because he can spin off things as well.
And his Magnus opted to go for Echo Saber, and Treads first, so he's not going to be rushing like team fights and that sort of thing. So he can go for Midas and catch up. And Doxia farms fast as well, so I don't think it's a bad decision at all.
No, 100%. I completely agree.
Wouldn't be surprised to see if Lifestealer goes for freaking Midas now after Amrit as well. Okay, he won't go for it. I don't think he will, but it's not a bad play either. Yeah. Actually opting to get an Echo Saber next, so not the usual Deso rush we see.
The Echo Saber is also pretty strong on the hero, especially with when you've got something like a Magnus with that Empower.
Yeah,
if you start fighting early with the Armlet, Echo Saber, and then Empower, it's a lot of damage. Like, you need a Deso after that.
Yeah, Magnus just buffs up your core so nicely. I feel like for Magnus draft though, they've only drafted like a Lifestealer to buff up an Empower, so... But I guess this game... Chosen is going very right click heavy himself, so he's the other core you're gonna get buffed up by Empower.
There's that, and also depending on how much
they get the blink duel off on Chelsea. Do you have enough damage to bring down Sunstrike coming out? They still can't win the duel though, and I think he might just be fine now. Oh, Chelsea dropping low. Do they have enough to bring him down? Oh, he's gonna juke here. Oh man, Chelsea, what a play, dude. Oh, TP is on cooldown. Space Grid. Oh, Magnus is coming in now. He gets the RP up on Blue Cat. He's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh, wall thrown out, and the Winter Wyvern dies, and Chelsea's still alive. Now what the hell is DotA doing? He's deep in, he gets scouted out. Whoop. And Freezing Field coming out, and that's 2 kills going the way of Energy. So nice for them. Oh, Sunstrike coming out. Did it land? Nah, that misses. So xTc on the back foot, it seems, here in the early parts of the game. Okay, no, that's not true. They went for the play there. They just got counter initiated.
Yeah.
Is under attack.
Okay, so just if you're interested, I'm having a look at the XP and net worth graphs at the moment. Energy Esports are currently sitting on about a 3k net worth lead, and then about a 5k experience lead. So looking really, really healthy for 16 minutes in.
All right. Oh, plays like Beaming Media. Ooh. Alright, not committing too hard on a Train Protector. Not an easy to kill hero to kill, and he has his level 6, so the counter initiation is there from Skynet. Juggernaut almost at his level 2 ulti. Whoa, he gets called up. Oh, he missed the boundless strike, and he gets his ulti off, and he should be fine. 1 hit, 2 hit. Is Jingle Master gonna pop now? Oh, 1 more hit. Oh, he's so tanky. Can they get the pick? Can they get the pick? Soldier Frank going deep, and Nature's Guys is popped, so he is gonna be fine. Oh, Monkey King. What a hero. A hero shouldn't be able to provide vision there like he is, man. It's just crazy.
A really, really strong hero.
Now, xTc do have 3 heroes here in the top lane, so do they want to make a push? Adastamp almost got his level 12, so his Omni Slash going to do a considerable amount more damage. Momo on the Lifestealer also completed his Echo Saber, so a little power spike for him. And Magnus, does he have his blink yet is the question. He does have a blink, so maybe you're going to have an Infest play coming out soon. And Chelsea, despite getting a Midas, he seems he's going to have a mech before the 20-minute mark, so he's farming really well too. Okay, 900 off the recipe. Oh, they get the Jewel on Momo bottom, but it's not enough damage to bring this Lifestealer down. So tanky. Can he? Oh, he's dropping low. He turns, he pops the Infest. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for TPs are coming out, and Momo seems to be in trouble now. Oh, Boundless Strike coming out. Oh, Winter's Curse is popped, but they have nobody in the area. Oh, in Sunstrike coming out, but in the creep wave not doing so much damage. And double man RP coming out from Chosen. Wukong's come on, pop now too, and 2 heroes falling. Nice plays coming out. 3 heroes fell there for the side of xTc, and Energy playing such a calculated game right now. Very well played to them so far. Man, Magnus
Energy Esports
nice.
Energy Esports right now are the reason they're winning this game is I think the same reason they won the last game. It's just the way they're going about their fights, the way they're calculating the fights is incredibly well.
Did you just see that
they're
banter
managing
there?
their fights incredibly well.
Has fallen.
Kappa typed in all chat after that fight win. Oh man, oh he died to the tower. Raffle. Okay.
Is under attack.
But I agree with you 100%. They're playing this game really well right now.
Has fallen.
A bounty which my matriarch will prize.
So momentum definitely shifting in the favor of Energy Esports right now. And now xTc don't have too much to worry about. Again, they picked a strong mid-game lineup. They got the Invoker, they got the Juggernaut. He's finished up his Manta style now too. Legion Commander, has he won any jewels yet is the question.
Invisibility.
Radiant's top tower.
I can't
No, I don't think he has. I haven't
but he's not
noticed
won
any to be
any
honest.
jewels. So, game's not going too well. Early game really not going in favor of Energy. I mean, sorry, xTc. But I think you called it 100%. Energy are just playing their draft really well this game. Okay, Magnus opting. Who just died? Monkey King died. Did he win a duel this time?
Yeah, he
see
won the
that.
duel.
Okay. Terrible camera movements coming out from me. Mank's gonna go straight for a Lincoln Sphere, so that's a good pickup from him. He can't get de-initiated on with the Winter's Curse if Mr. Blue Cat is quick on his ulti. So clever pickup from Magnus. Man, Chosen is farming really well on his mag this game. Holy shit.
Under attack.
Sitting at almost 200 CS. I mean, he's out farming at a stamp on a freaking Juggernaut. Then you know you playing a good game.
Yeah, 100%.
Both teams playing a little bit more passive now, not committing for anything, farming up the items. Oh, I say that and Skynet gets gone on and Lifestealer does so much damage. Chelsea pulls him back in. Oh, okay, Dust is popped now and he falls quickly to the Lifestealer. Doesn't matter if you're a tanky strength core, against Lifestealer that only works against you.
Yeah, 100%.
And if you just take the time to look at Train Protector's shift by now, he's got a Midas shift queued as well. So, despite the nerfs, Midas gaming is still a thing.
I mean, again, what do you call it? Energy Esports, like the last time, have very good answers to what xTc has to offer. And it's got, and what I mean is in terms of the fact that like Monkey King does really well against melee cores.
Oh, I'm lagging out here, but oh shit.
Big team fight going down.
Alright, dude, you gotta do the shot casting for me. I can't see anything right now.
It looks like Energy Esports are going to win this. Shriner's been popped, but I don't see DotA and DI getting out of this one. Deppy's managed to get a kill on Strike, but DotA and DI falls.
Oh, Honest actually popped down back in, and Addistam dropping really low now, and the Juggernaut falls. Shriner dropping low, and it's a 3-for-1 trade. Oh man, you called it, man. Energy taking that fight. Thanks for carrying me in my time of lag. I blame Monkey King's ulti actually. Bobgo, please, touch that shit. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Now they're gonna pressure this tier 2. Magnus can chip away at this. No heroes in the area. He's gonna do considerable damage if nobody TPs. Look at that, holy crap. And with the armor changes, if a solo hero is pushing it, towers take so much damage and he's gonna take this tier 2 solo. Come on guys. TP. Nah, he's gonna back out. Showing some respect there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Another thing we actually haven't addressed is like how Magnus is also a really great answer to Juggernaut as well, with his RP, because obviously his RP goes through spell immunity. So even if Juggernaut's spinning, he's still gonna get caught. And him going for that physical damage build also makes a lot of sense, just because of the fact that it's not really what I mean. Physical damage again hurts Juggernaut the most, so it's another contributor to taking down the Juggernaut really quickly. Well, he's like, even if he tries to spin.
I feel like Energy baited them quite nicely with that early pickup Magnus, because like we thought it's going to the offlane. I'm pretty sure xTc thought that's going to be an offlane Magnus too. So yeah, he's having a monster game, dude. He's 207 CS, 24 minutes in, 403. He's playing a very good game so far. And now smoke. Oh, is the rotation coming out? Omnislash on cooldown 5 more seconds.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jordan getting his split push here top, and oh, let's see how his farm's doing. He's sitting like 5th, 6th place in net worth. I don't know if he has any dual damage yet. I can't check. I got a bug going. Oh, he has 10 dual damage, so he's got that going for him. Oh, plays going down bot, and another kill going the way of Magnus. And can bring an Iron Slam on the Juggernaut. Double kill. They brought down both the cores, in fact. Deppy and Addistam falling in the bottom lane, and both kills going towards Magnus. This guy, 3,000 clear on top of net worth. Oh man, what a player Mr. Chosen is today. He is the chosen one.
Yeah, if you look at Tree's net worth, it's all Tree languishing like considerably low at the bottom with 2.6k net worth. Have a look what he has. I mean, he's going for a Midas obviously to try catch up, but right now besides the Midas, he doesn't really have anything to contribute in terms of items. So I think it's not really looking too great for him in terms of net worth and farm at the moment. But yeah, I mean, Energy Esports right now in a really good position. I mean, all of their cores are above all of xTc's respective cores, where Magnus is 4k over.
Very notably, they did manage to bring down the lifesteal in the top lane, so that's a nice bout of gold. Almost 1,200 gold from one pickup going the way of xTc, so a nice pickup from them.
Right,
yeah,
as I was saying, so Magnus is about 4k over the Invoker, and then you've got the Knife Seeds about 2k over the Juggernaut, and then you've got about the same for Doxia over the the Legion Commander. So right now, its name, things are looking really, really good for this side of Energy Esports. And what's continuously happening is xTc are trying to apply pressure somewhere else, and then xTc just managing to
Oh,
counter
they
the
get
shit
the duel off
incredibly
on
well.
strike, and that's another duel win for DotA and Die. So he's still at 38 duel damage, but can they counter initiate? Boundless Strike comes out. Are they going to go for this? Magnus does have RP ready.
I'll take that first.
Can they catch anybody? Yeah, and I don't know. Okay, so I was laughing, enjoying Midas gaming, yada yada, but I think Train Protector, maybe he went for Glimmer Cape or something else this game. Would have been a bit better than going for Midas straight up. I don't know.
I don't think the Midas is like necessarily bad. I mean, like generally speaking, I go for that play myself. It just helps you with regards to getting items up and whatever. It's just really unfortunate that he's in a position now where he's taken so long to get the Midas up, but he doesn't really have
they get
anything
the
else to
RP and they
contribute.
bring it on. Amistam is fast. Oh, but Blue Cat very quick on the heals. Can they bring on Alistam? Nope, they're looking to get away.
Tower is under attack.
Oh man, very nice heal coming out from Blue Cat. And now, can they turn on this Lifestealer? He's dropping fast, no rage available. Omni Slash is used. Oh, but he's bouncing to the ancients, but they still manage to bring it down. Crit for Adestam, and they kill him. Now, Wukong's command is down. And looks like Energy just on a back away, so whoop. Very quick Volty Frank. Almost got tangled down.
Yeah, so that was a really good good fight for xTc. They had to use quite a decent amount for that, but it's what they need to get back into the game.
They Energy committed RP there, so it is I think it's a very big win. I mean, Blue Cat was very quick on his heal there to save his Juggernaut, and they brought on the Lifestealer, so that's really big.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, Magnus is really, really far ahead. And what do you call it? Energy Esports are but like just over 5k ahead in both XP and net worth. But I mean, you'll know that's by no means that's by no means like not catchable. And here's another.
Man, and they bring on the very farm dogs here as well. So another kill going the way of Deppy. So Deppy, despite the rough laning phase, he is catching up pretty nicely. And yeah, man, I agree with you. 5k net worth, almost 30 minutes into the game, doesn't mean that much.
Go for my master.
DotA now with the ace run. Can they go on this Magnus? They don't have Omni Slash ready. They managed to cancel the Blink Dagger. Oh, Omni Slash is coming out. I mean, sorry, Sunstrike coming out. And they bring down the 6th Street Magnus going to the Legion Commander and the 1 duel. Oh, man. I gotta wait for the fight recap. I wonder how much gold got changed there. 1.5k gold just from one pick off, so that's big.
Yeah, it's really, really massive. And then there's also the XP change, which is also really, really huge. And
52 duel damage, 29 minutes in. That's quite a respectable amount.
yeah, and he hasn't. I mean, Legion Commander hasn't had a particularly bad time. I mean, yeah, he had a bit of an annoyance with the knocking from time to time, but generally speaking, he had a
we got Trinity
relatively terrible time.
Vacuum Mold activated. They caught 4 heroes, but is it enough? Wukong command thrown out now as well. Boundless Strike thrown out, not catching anybody, and they're just avoiding the Monkey King ulti for now. Magnus is still down for 20 seconds. But xTc not feeling confident to walk back in the rush spot. Oh, healing ward is popped. Oh, what's gonna go down here? Magnus is back in 10 seconds, so I don't think xTc want to go for it with
He's gonna have
Magnus
to jump away. Yeah, they're gonna have to disengage. With Magnus up so soon and Shrine being right there, they're not gonna really want to take the rush fights. In fact, it might even be an opportunity for Ian to take the rush themselves.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Lifestealer has a Desolator. Oop, pause yet again. Alright. Oh, poor guy, only playing on 80 frames a second. How can he survive with that, man? How unfortunate. I know there's a big thing about like 144 Hz monitors and maximum frames and all that kind of stuff, but Zai only plays on 70 frames per second. I was watching his stream the other day, so I was like, I was a strong believer in all that kind of stuff, but after seeing that I was like, oh come on man, you can't be climbing about 80 frames when Zai is only playing on 70 frames.
I play on a 144 Hz monitor myself. What do you call it? And it's nice, definitely, but I think it only really becomes massive when you're when you're playing something like a first-person shooter or whatever.
I was
mean,
about
it's
to say,
really,
like,
really nice
in
for DotA.
CSGO, I can imagine it being a big difference because milliseconds mean so much there. Oh, can they get the initiation? Oh, Blue Cat gets the heal off yet again. So they can't pick him off just yet. And now Tree in a position to get an ulti on the... Oh, Omnistack's getting used. Oh, but the tornado. Oh, seems like a miss combo coming out from xTc. Oh, but Deppy bringing so much damage with these combos there. Momo dropping really low. Tree managing to bring down the Lifestealer. Lifestealer dead. Crystal Maiden dead. And another one duel for DotA and Die. Now Roshan is exposed and 3 heroes down, so this is going to be a Roshan inside of xTc. Oh man, Legion picked up a DD that fight. I didn't even notice. So much damage coming out of DotA and Die. Okay, momentum has shifted. And with the Aegis, they can definitely afford to put on some pressure on this map as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What surge is this?
Cyrus, what do you think about that last fight, buddy?
Yeah, so like, what's the name? Again, xTc starting to find their stride. I think the moment that xTc managed to get his few core items up, so like the moment he got his blink, his blink and his blade mail specifically, they've really managed to get some really good engagements.
Oh,
They've been finding heroes by themselves.
Chelsea. Ooh, Chelsea quick on the blink. And if you take a look at DotA and Die's build this game, like you're saying, he went full mobility. He got blink and force stuff, and now he's buying a shadow blade as well. So 3 mobility items and the blade mail just for sheer damage. So I like his build. Very quirky build from DotA and Die.
Yeah, 100%, and it's working out well. I mean, the way they've gotten back into this game is like by sheer looking for people by themselves, looking for people out of position, and then jumping them and ulting them. And what's nice is because they've got the Invoker on their side as well, they've got the damage of the Sunstrike that can come in as well and do that extra bit of damage. And it wasn't doing a heck of a lot initially because, you know, all Legion had was a Blink Dagger at first, so he wasn't doing enough damage himself, coupled with the Sunstrike to really get the kills down. But now that he's got a few items up, he's getting those duel down successfully, and his damage is just climbing and climbing and climbing. So, you know, the last few fights I think have been in favor of them. So it's starting to look really, really good for the boys in xTc.
Definitely agree, and I don't know if you noticed in the last fight as well. Over here, Blue Cat, he managed to get the heal off, so they blinked Infest, bombed him with the RP Magnus again. Okay, they didn't expend RP, but he managed to get the heal off, so they couldn't kill off the Winter Wyvern at the start of the fight. So that was really big from them, from Blue Cat. Oh, they catch up.
Blue Cat's
now.
DCing, I think.
Did he DC, you think? Oh yeah, he just.
Like he was standing still.
Oh, Deppy
Looked like he
picking up
might have
another
been.
kill. Who did Deppy kill? Oh, they killed that Lifestealer bottom with the duel. Was that another one duel? It wasn't a one duel, but they killed the Lifestealer. And
No, it
Deppy now
wasn't.
sitting almost the top of net worth, just 500 gold behind the Magnus.
Yeah, he's climbed a lot as well. Managed to fight his way back from that not too great start.
Like actions going on top. Can they catch the tree and protect the sentry wards used? Oh, he misses the skewer, not going far enough, and no dust for the tree. So quite a hard pick. But yeah, man, Deppy is really caught up in farm. Sorry, not caught up. He's sitting at the top of farm. Very impressive game from him. Oh, 2-man RP coming on. He gets Adestam. He instantly kills the tree. And oh, but Adestam's still surviving. And 3 heroes now dead for the side of energy already. And now Chosen sitting low on HP. Can they catch him? And now this is going to be another tier 2 tower falling. So map control definitely going in favor of xTc. And oh man, this game's looking from bad to worse for energy. Such a strong start. And do they catch a guy in tornado? Nah, he's fine. Holy shit, Darkseer opting to buy back. Invoker still, of course, having Aegis. And this is fine for xTc. They see the buyback, they just TP out, farm out other lanes, push out. Momentum swing.
Yeah, I think
heavy in favor
another
of
thing
XTC
as well is that, like, I don't think xTc are too stressed in terms of taking this game late. Because I think the later this game goes and the more damage
for sure.
Legion Commander can steal, and the more time Juggernaut has to farm, and the better it is for them. I mean, their siege potential is actually enormous with the Invoker. Invoker's got two other targets you could use for alacrity, bro. both in the Legion Commander and the Juggernaut, and like with those two, especially like when it gets to later parts in the game, when those two are starting to hit like trucks with alacrity, those towers are gonna melt.
Yeah, man, talking about scaling, like Legion scales insanely well. Obviously, Infinity scaling with the Jewel, and also his level 25 talent. He gets 40 plus extra Jewel damage. Meaning, if he wins a Jewel at level 25, he gets 58 damage from one Jewel. It's insane. And let's not forget Invoker, incredible late game hero. Juggernaut, pretty decent late game core.
Yeah.
But hey, they can carry on putting on pressure in this middle part of the game. I mean, Juggernaut has a DD. They do still have the Aegis up. Do they still have it up? Yeah, it's still up. I'm not sure when it's going to expire though. It could be expiring pretty soon.
Oh, 2 smokes used. That's a bit of a stuff up from NG Esports. It's a bit of a miscommunication there.
Oh, unfortunate. But let's see, can they take a fight with the smoke up? Had a Stampede here. Oh, they get the boundless strike off. Do they have enough to follow up? Oh, nice ulti coming out from Skynet. Now Wukong's command is thrown out, but there's nobody in the area, so it seems like a wasted ulti from Filthy Frank. Rather unfortunate for them. So Smoke Yank, no reward, and the Wukong command down for how many seconds is that?
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. They accidentally popped 2 smokes there, and then even with that, they didn't manage to get anything from it. And using the Wukong command plus 40 Frank using a dust, that's a very expensive attempt at a gank with nothing really coming out of it. So it's a bit unfortunate for them. It'll be very irritating for them because they desperately need to do that. So they desperately need to find some sort of an opening, and the best way for them to do that is for them to find a pick off in that manner.
Yep. Now the side of xTc are smoked up. Can they catch somebody? Chelsea showing in lane, but playing relatively safe. DotA and I. Has it blink tag off cooldown? Can he catch anybody though? xTc, sorry, Energy with very good positioning at the moment. Magnus opting to get an Orchid next, so he's probably going to go for a Bloodthorn. And they'll be sitting at level 25 already, so like, he's got that freaking short cooldown on Tornado. He's gonna farm really fast, and he's gonna be a menace at the moment. He's level 25, almost got his Octarine completed. Oh, but they managed to pick off DotA and die on the Legion Commander. Now Blue Cat looks to be falling as well. Oh, he misses the man. Blue Cat getting healed off yet again, and Debbie TP's in, managed to bring down the Crystal Maiden. And Blue Cat finally falling on the Winter Wyvern. So 2-for-1 trade for Energy. Not too bad. They managed to bring down the big scary Legion Commander, who was on a kill streak if I'm not mistaken. 4 kill streak. So a nice almost 1.5k gold swing there from that fight. So a nice little pickup and fight win for xTc. Sorry, for Energy.
Yeah, the advantage has definitely shifted. The xTc are currently sitting at almost a 10k net worth lead, and the XP lead is sitting at just under 10k as well. So yeah, things looking really decent for xTc at the moment, where they pretty much want it to be. They're gonna have a bit of an issue at the moment with regards to pushing up onto high ground, because Energy Esports does have a lot of good high ground defense with Wukong Command, Magnus, Darkseer ult, and just being a Darkseer in general. So like, it's going to be really difficult for them to push up to high ground unless they can get 1 or 2 pickoffs before they do that.
Yep, and we saw last game Energy Esports playing very well in the high ground defense department in the previous game. So wouldn't just like count them out. Yes, 10k is a big lead at 40 minutes, but this game is still a young game so far.
Uh-huh.
And Debbie's been playing so well on Invoker though. And it's just a pleasure to watch a guy playing this well on the hero.
I'll take that as tribute.
I feel like this game is okay, maybe not. It's like when Lifestealer falls behind, I feel he's a little of an underwhelming hero. He doesn't do too well from behind.
Lifestealer is one of those, and you're right in that. Lifestealer is one of those heroes I find, like you said, struggles to.
Oh, they get the bonus strike off. Can he get RP off in time? Oh, Bloodthorn pop, but he manages it off. RP was on cooldown, so they couldn't expend RP there. But yeah, as you were saying about the lifestealer, sir.
So Lifestealer, you're 100% right there. He's one of your like typical snowballing carries. So he doesn't do too great if he has to play from behind. It's not really the car you want to be playing at Lifestealer. But at the same time, another reason he's not doing too amazingly is because they've got
Freezing shields coming out, they bring him to lots of damage to Skynet, and they managed to pick up the Tree of Potato, so that's pretty cool. Tree ulti used as well. I feel like
So,
Juggernaut
like, the
is also a
reason-
similar hero to Lifestealer in the department of snowball carries. Like Juggernaut also not too good of a carry from behind.
I don't know. Like I think Juggernaut can hold his own from coming from behind, especially at the moment. I mean, he's been. I've seen loads of games where a team isn't doing too well, but Juggernaut's been fine. Juggernaut isn't behind in any case.
Oh no,
I think
not this game.
doing fine.
He's very fat this game.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of disagree there. Juggernaut doesn't. I think like you might think that Juggernaut doesn't do too well from being from behind if he's playing against the type of heroes that Juggernaut's just not good against. So Juggernaut's not good against like a lot of physical burst, which which Energy Esports had at the beginning, and it showed that Lifestealer wasn't really coping in the fights. But I think now that Juggernaut's got a few more items up, he can deal with that initial phase of burst.
For sure. And if you look
He's
at
coping
his
a
item
bit
build
more.
as well, he picked up a butterfly, so you got the two high damage dealing cores in the Magnus and the Lifestealer, but he's got a butterfly, so he's got a high level evasion there too. So I like the way.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't think he's behind this game, but I'm speaking in general. Like I know what you're saying though, that I've seen, especially at DAC, some of the Chinese teams making like 15k gold deficit comeback with the Juggernaut. So it is a hero, but I feel like Juggernaut is a hero in the higher level games as well. He's a hero with a very high skill cap.
Yeah, that's yeah, I can see that.
Not saying it's a difficult hero to play, but
Yeah.
it is. If you better, it makes the hero much better. I know that's for every hero, but Juggernaut's a hero with a pretty high skill cap, I think.
Like one of those heroes that's like easy enough to play, but it's like difficult to play him exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Get those clutch things off.
No, Lifesteal's infested into the dark side, so maybe they bait Chelsea in lane, see what comes of it, and then can't initiate. Monkey King is sitting behind. Got Wukong's available. Crystal Maiden on her way too. Can they bait this duel? Oh, Legion Commander seems to be going for it. Is he gonna go for it? Nah. 2 Iron Shells there. Not 2 kin. And no other heroes showing. Whoa, they're gonna go on. What? How did they have a sentry ward there? How did they see that Legion, man?
Let's have a look at items.
Alright, they're going for the Roshan. This thing's dropping fast. Alacrity, Juggernaut, look at that thing. Now can xTc, can Energy get you in time? Shiva's guard is popped. Oh, Tree and ulti stopping the... No, Edison picks up the Aegis. Momo going in deep. Now he gets full Omni Slash going on. It's bringing Momo really low. Oh, we're not managing to bring anybody down. Wukong command is thrown out now, so... It's a big disengage now. Oh, he gets bashed in the Wukongs. Oh, Crystal Maiden dies for Sunstrike. And Jewel, and another Jewel victory for DotA and Die. Whoa, 3-man RP coming out from Chosen One. Now it's kind of dropping low. Can they drop? Oh, drop 2 heroes. 3 heroes out. Double kill for Depi. Oh, Adestam still standing strong. Healing mode dropping only now. Oh man, Chosen sitting low. Very big RP, but oh man, Tornado coming out just in time.
A really huge RP and almost turn it from. But the problem is that I think right now, Energy Esports just doesn't have the damage to cut to the amount of sustain that.
Yep, they didn't manage to kill the healing ward fast enough, and that just like almost countered the RP completely.
Yeah, well, it's that coupled with the fact that they've got Surviving with the heals, coupled with the fact that Press with the attack heals, and then you got Treants as well. So like, it's just so much sustain on the side of xTc, and it's proving at the moment that Energy Esports don't have enough, right now at least, don't have enough damage to cope with that, even with a huge RP like that.
But it's very notable that after the RP was expended, Depi got a very quick tornado off, so Magnus couldn't really deal the deeps while the RP was used.
Yeah, 100%.
Now
Depi's
the
playing
tier
out of his
3
mind
did
at the moment.
TL3 did fall, so the shrines are exposed, and RP's on cooldown. Whoop! DotA and I going for it, but it gets cancelled by... Oh, he bought the 4-staff, so he cancelled the Lincoln set of 4-staff. Range Rax has fallen. Do they want to go for it? Oh my god, what the freaking Alacrity. Easy Meteor Axe. Now Chelsea going, gets the 2-man vacuum wall. Is it enough? Oh, skewer back. Now Deppy throwing out the meatball, doing so much damage. Omni Slash gets used now as well. Onto Chelsea. Ooh, Chelsea dropping low. Oh, wait. No damage out of the Sunstrike. Nobody dropping just yet. Winter Buyback plus 0, and Chelsea falls now after using a buyback. DotA and I dropping low. Do they have enough damage to bring down the Legion Commander? Double kill going the way of Momo. Now, can they bring Adderstam down? Here, big scary Juggernaut. He still has his Aegis. Whoa. And they managed to bring... Oh, shit, son. Oh my god, such a messy fight right now. And Lit falls on the Magnus. Oh man, Deppy. Deppy Sama. Godlike.
That'll
And
be the
Momo
GG, I'm
dead
sure.
now. 2. Triple kill for Deppy. 2 buybacks coming out, but Lysida does not have buyback. So, how much can they push this rack down? Juggernaut still full HP and still no Aegis popped. Oh my god. Man, this healing ward is putting in so much work. If they can't kill the healing ward, they can't win these fights. Deppy now controlling the Monkey King. Oh, he's gonna kill him. 1, okay, 2. Can he get the Q under tier 4? Q under tier 4 is popped, but do they have enough damage to bring Deppy down? No way. Yeah, oh, 3-man RP, but GG is called. So the series is tied up 1-1 now. Okay, that was a very well played game from xTc, and oh my god, Deppy on the Invoker. 12, 3, and 11. Well played to him. Alright, we're gonna be on a short break at the moment, and we'll see you guys for game 3. Let me see if the lobby's up. Okay, the next lobby is
Yeah,
up.
it's up.
4-2. So like, I don't know if for you, but like my camera has been like wrecked. Like I can't click on heroes and that sort of thing in the fights and whatnot.
For me, it's been fine.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe because I'm clicking the camera slot or something. Maybe I should try just not do it this game.
What do you mean?
So when I click the camera button, so my camera is like the broadcasted camera. It seems to not work properly, so I don't know what's the deal. So like in the last 2 games, I couldn't actually. So you got the camera next to you, right? You got a camera next to me, but is it filled in or is it clear?
No, it's not filled in.
Okay, so that means you haven't clicked. So when I click it, it'll say you're now flagged as a cameraman. So I clicked it both games before,
Yeah.
but it. Right, and game 3 is gonna go ahead right now. Right, lobby's still not up.
Hopefully this game's quick because I want to still do some studying before I go to bed.
Yeah, dude, that freaking hour delay to start. Pretty bad. It's holy shit, 11:15 already. Alright,
Yep.
dude. You gotta believe somebody's gonna go for a push strat this game, man. Gotta get that sleep in, man, but we can't miss out the Ballistix games. I feel the viewers struggle right now. And game 3 is live. So, xTc managed to take the second game and equal out the series. So this series is gonna go all the way. This is the third game now, and most notably in the last game, Deppy God on the Invoker played so well. I mean, Magnus outlaid him a bit at the start of the game, but he managed to catch up. And once the mid game area hit and his Invoker was in his stride, he just decimated Energy Esports. And a very solid series, a game from xTc all around. They managed to get the Legion Commander, even though a rough start, got a lot of dual damage in the mid game, and just came back from what looked to be a really harsh start of the game for them. And they managed to win the game. Game 2, relatively comfortable at the end. So nice game from them. Now, Mr. Cyrus, what do you think? What do you think the teams are going to go for here in Game 3? Like, they felt each other out now. Game 2, as you can see, the Monkey King is banned now as well. Like,
okay, well, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, so they've Energy Esports have banned out the Magnus. So like, I'm pretty sure if Energy Esports don't pick up the Cartel first, I'm quite certain that xTc will pick it up. Just because I know for a fact that xTc are big fans of the Keeper of the Light. It's a really strong hero. As you can see, they've banned out the Monkey King this game, so learning from the first 2 times, don't give Mr. Filthy Frank that hero because he's very effective on it. And then obviously Energy Esports going for the classic Abaddon banners they have the last few times. I wonder if Energy Esports are actually going to pick up the Lina here now that's been let through for the first time, and they'll pick up the Cartel.
Alright. I feel like Lina, it's kind of okay to go for the first pick. Like, it's strong. Like, in most mid matchups, it just wins. And it's just a strong hero. Like, and it scales really well now with the introduction of talent trees. But hey, they wanted to go for the Cartel first. It's been strong throughout the series. So, not a bad pick, of course, in game 1. I mean, first pick.
Yeah, I think Keeper of the Light's a really, really strong pick, especially if you ban out the Abaddon. Really, really great pick. It's a lot of damage, a lot of control. Good answer to a lot of things which you could consider in meta. So yeah, I just think it's a really, really solid first pick.
And xTc opting to pick up the tree first pick yet again. What did you think about the tree and protector last game?
Yeah, I think the tree and protector, I mean, he struggled a bit in the beginning stages with regards to net worth, but like it's still a really, really strong pick. It provides your team with a lot of sustain, a lot of control. He's got really great global presence because of through that heal, which can definitely take your cause out of a bit of a tight situation with the armor and regen increase. Well, not armor, but like damage block. So very, very, very strong pick. And then like they picked up the Lina this time, which
these guys are
might have
racing
happened.
through this draft. Instant pick of Lina after the tree, instant response with tree, instant Juggernaut ban, and then instant Lifestealer ban. Like, these guys are just racing through. They're like, okay, it's time to go sleep now, boys. Come on, let's rush through this game. Winner takes all. Let's go for it. But like, the 2 strong melee carries, Juggernaut and Lifestealer, both banned out. And the X made it through this game. Lina 2. So I mean, I'm interested to see how Mr. Deppy God plays the Lina. And Night Stalker banned out too, so that's a very reasonable ban. Although I think that's
100%.
kind of a greedy pick with the tree and protector as well. Maybe it's viable.
Yeah, like I mean, a lot of teams have been running the Night Stalker in the offlane, so not necessarily depending on where you run it.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
What do you call it? I mean, I personally I think it's strongest at pos 4, but
5
you can still get a
seconds
lot out of the
remaining.
offlane. I know for a fact that Mythic Gaming, I've seen them play it once or twice with Levi playing it in the offlane. They've had a little bit of success with it, so it can work
Also, very
definitely.
notably, he is very strong in a dual lane as well. So if you like put a
Yeah.
trend with him as well, can do a lot of damage in the lane.
Look, it's just like I think what went through NG Esports' mind is like, yes, they picked up the trend, that's true, but like, do you really want to run the risk of letting a Night Stalker through when you got a Keeper of the Light and you don't want to pick up the hero? It's like, what would you rather have? Something like a hero you really don't want to go up against that's got a smaller percentage of coming out, or a hero that you're like okay with seeing, but it's got like a high percentage of coming out. It's like,
Alright.
you know, because if they do pick it out, then it's like, well, then you have the opportunity to ban it.
True. Now, xTc picking up the Legion Commander third pick yet again. And I feel like it's even better this game. Not because any other reason, but you have the Lina burst damage during the duel. So in the early game, he can pick up quite a few quite some duel damage, I think.
I think it was really great with the Invoker as well, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah,
possibly
true.
even better because because of the Sunstrike. So like you could get in like the early to mid game phase, he had the opportunity to kind of go on his own mission and get kills, and
5 seconds remaining.
what do you call it? The Invoker could still be present with his Sunstrike damage.
True.
At the same time, it's named they had the alacrity this time, but with Lean as well, it's perfectly. It's a really really great pick as well, just because of that burst damage, like you said. But they pick up the Invoker anyways,
Oh
so
my god! So that's a support Lina, and now we got an Invoker again. Alright, that's
it
pretty cool.
might be a support Lean. We'll have to see whether they might.
They could even
We don't know what they're.
They could play a Legion Commander 4 position, send him straight to the jungle, and then put the Lina in lane.
What could happen? Like, there's a lot they can do with this. I don't. I think that's the least likely of the options. I think what's either going to happen is you're going to have Lina support, which would be interesting, or Lina and Invoker cause, but then maybe something along the lines of two solo lanes in the safe lane and off and mid lane, and then have an aggressive try.
Oh yeah,
So
that is very viable.
Dire team banned.
So we'll have to see on how they choose to go about that. But we'll just have to see. It's very nice because it's gonna keep NG Esports on their toes and like, okay, what are they gonna try to pick up here? Is it a support? Is it a core? If it's a core, is it a safe lane? Is it a mid lane? You know, what do they want?
So I was about to ask about that too. You think this Vengeful Spirit's a carry Venge, or he's gonna be in a support position?
Reserve time.
Again, tough to say. Probably a support.
Team banned.
I would think so too. It's a good save against the Legion Commander as well this game.
Radiant team pick.
Well, decent save.
I mean, the only way. I mean, I suppose it could be run mid. But yeah, so like it would either be the PA or Vengeful Spirit core mid, but I'd have my doubts. I really think that they're going to pick up the mid now.
You don't think they're gonna put the PA in the middle lane?
Nah, like I don't see why they would. It's not amazing against the Invoker.
All right. And especially you don't have a roamer this game, so you can't really capitalize on that dagger spam and just blink in and go.
Well, they don't have a roamer yet, so what's the name? If they do pick up the PA mid, they would still have the opportunity to do. They would still have the opportunity to do that, and then run the Vengeful Spirit. Yeah.
All right.
Venge still does a decent amount of time. Still does a decent amount in rotating and whatnot. He's still got that potential.
Yeah.
But not as like a roamer per se.
And even as a carry, he's a very active carry. Once you hit the 8-9 minute mark, you finish up that HOD, you start pushing down the towers, you rotate lanes, smoke up with your supports, get pickoffs with the swap and the stuns. And there we go. Slaughter picked up. There's your roaming hero. You called it, man. You called it. Alright, so I'm liking Energy's drop so far. They got 2 Blink Stun initiators with the Axe and the Slaughter. They got lots of minus armor. And I think a lot's going to be put in this PA's. They're just going to put everything on this PA's back and try explode people.
Yep.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, PA is a pretty strong pick against the Legion, for example. Legion doesn't really want to be dealing a PA. A, because of a crit, and B, because he's just going to miss him. Like, if RNG is in the favor of Phantom Assassin, you're not going to get a single hit on the guy. So it's a really, really nice pick. And also, Slardar is really, really awesome against Legion Commander, because as soon as Legion Commander deals someone, it's just cool. You've got like minus whatever armor.
Yes, you just put that corrosive haze on, and it's just insane.
Yeah. And then there's Axe against the Legion, so the Legion Commander is going to have a really... And then there's the same Blinding Strike as well. So if Legion Commander can somehow get a favorable deal this game, like after, like around the mid game, then I'll be very impressed.
But again,
during fights or whatever, yeah.
You have the Invoker and you have the Lina, so you don't actually have to be doing the damage inside the duel. You're just using it for disable. You got the Laguna Blade, you got the Sun Strikes coming out, and still could be winning duels, I think.
Yeah, 100%. But like, there's going to be that. I mean, like that's later. But I'm talking like around early to mid game when he's going to try and run around and do his own stuff. I don't really know. Like if he's going in for a gank and the person's not completely alone, it's going to be tough.
Alright, so that's how they deal with the minus armor. You pick up the Sven. I like that. I like it. Sven, not very favored in the meta at the moment, but freaking Warcry at level 4 gives 20 extra armor. AOE.
So we'll just have to see how they run this now. If they're gonna go
definitely support Lina, I think.
Yeah, probably, but unless I don't know, like how dank xTc is. So if they're gonna go for like a Kappa support Sven, which I don't particularly rate, but I know a lot of people have run it before. But yeah, I'm pretty convinced it's a support Lina.
Alright. Kappa support Sven, dude. I'll give you 20 bucks if that's it. And I'll be happy, dude. This will be hilarious. Now
Adestam's playing Sven.
Adestam Sven. Let's see how efficient he is on this hero this game. Oh, I can click on heroes.
Prepare for battle.
And game 3 is up. 4 heroes rotating in the top lane for EN so far. And no smokes out to any team just yet. No even TPs out. So both teams taking their time for this ruin. Oh, now here's a 4-man smoke coming out from Energy Esports. Can they find anybody in the top lane? Sven and Lina are walking up. Both very killable heroes at this stage, especially with these 4. Can they find the Sven? That'll be perfect pick-off. Kill Adestamp level 1. Oh, but Blue Cat's gonna walk. He's gonna break the smoke. Oh, Magic Missile thrown out. Run. Oh, and Blue Cat, easy first blood for Energy, and they're gonna control this ruin now too. So nice plays out from them. Skynet on the Chain Protector again this game. Actually, bottom. DotA and Die gets quite a deep ward in here, and it blocks out the camp. So nice ward from him. And it looks like it's gonna be a 1v1 lane. DotA and Die on the Legion Commander and Chelsea on the Axe. So Cyprus. How do both very strong 1v1 laners? Who do you think wins that lane?
For what's the name? For which matchup?
Axe versus Legion Commander. Oh shit! Shit went down by this ruin. Holy crap! Trian getting the ruin. Momo dropping low. I like that. That was aggressive from xTc. They didn't just give it up.
To be honest,
okay, you go first.
I think you were asking the question regarding Axe and Legion Commander.
Yes,
now,
I
think like, it's a tough one because Legion Commander dominates lanes against with regard to the overwhelming odds. So he definitely has the potential to.
Sorry about that. And Skynet's gonna fall yet again. So 2 heroes. This aggro tri-lane being very profitable for EN so far, getting a kill at level 1 and getting the Trade Protector relatively easily. So back to the bot lane. What are you saying, sir?
Okay, so that's name. I think it's gonna be. I mean, okay, put this way. I don't think Axe is gonna have a particularly hard time because I think Axe does really, really well against most melee heroes. I mean, like you can see now, he's building him out quite nicely. I think the only way DotA Die gets much out of this lane is if he uses his overwhelming odds effectively.
And top lane managed to get a return kill already, so 3 kills going on in top lane before even the 2nd minute mark. Pretty crazy. So alright, I think I agree with you. Legion Commander, very strong laning hero, but against Axe, not the easiest lane. But
No.
once he has a couple of stacks of overwhelming out, he can start spamming out, so that'll be pretty cool. And he does have a shrine close to him, so that works in his favor too in this 1v1 matchup. Now things are going out back top again, man. This is such an aggressive lane, and I like it. They picked a very greedy Sven, and they're getting punished for it so far.
Yeah, so like, I mean, the fact that, I mean, what's happening now with regards to the fact that, what do you call it, Sven isn't farming, and like, say Sven isn't farming, he's not really getting great farm. Well, let's see what last hits he's sitting on at the moment. So Sven is currently sitting on 3 last hits, which is not great at all. So his farm is definitely suffering. And while and its name and Momo or Odie is sitting on pretty much triple, double or triple Adestam's farm at the moment. So definitely Energy Esports getting way more out of this lane at the moment, and that's not really a good sign for xTc, because they're definitely wants to have Adestam getting a lot more out of the lane than he currently is. And even if Odu isn't getting as much as Adestam, the fact that Adestam's farm is being slowed down considerably is a win in itself.
Yep.
Like you don't run an aggro duel to out farm the safe laner. You do it to disrupt the safe laner. So if you're doing that, then you're fine.
Agreed. Now let's take a look at mid
I mean,
lane.
if you're farming like a safe laner, then that's brilliant.
We got Chosen taking on Deppy yet again here in the mid lane, and they're sitting pretty even. 12 stays on the Mortar and 15 on the Invoker. So the Mortar not having too hard of a time against this Invoker. He's got his now.
The early stages of the laning phase,
action
I
going
think
on
it's
top again.
gonna.
Slaughter gets stunned up. Oh, stun drag thrown out, and that's a dead Slaughter. Now kill going the way of xTc here in the top lane. So that's 2 kills, 2 return kills in the safe lane. But now Adestam dropping low. He has no regen. Oh, he has a self and a mango left. So my bad. He's still got quite a bit of sustain left. Now the question is, Slaughter's going to TP back in here. Can they get any return kills? Strike charging up his blast. Oh, no mana for stun for Momo though. Oh, he did have mana. He could have went for it.
Dire's top tower
Slaughter
is
ran
under
in, got
attack.
his stun in. Yeah, risky play. So, despite our theory in the bottom lane, Legion's picked up a DD and he's trading farm just fine with this axe.
Yeah, well, now he's got his overwhelming odds now, and he's maxed. He's
Look at that. Oh my god. So he can play the aggressive on axe. Okay, this is an interesting matchup. So he took 2 in passive as well. So he can really trade hits with axe really well, especially before his creep wave gets there, the way he played it there at bottom now. In the middle lane, Chosen still farming very well against Deppy's Invoker. So I wonder, the thing is though with the aggro tri lane like this, it's good you're shutting down Adestam, water, but like you don't have that much space to rotate on, let's say the Invoker. Oh, Kamehameha going on the Adestam. Can they bring him down? Oh, Crush goes out. It's enough. Oh, do they have enough damage? Do they have enough damage? 1 right click, 2 right click. Oh, he pops the mango. He gets the stun off, but 1 more right click. Oh, and the magic missile has more than enough damage to bring down the Sven. Now, Skynet in trouble. 3 heroes on him, and he gets the crush off from the other side of the trees. Can they bring down Skynet? Can they bring him down? Oh, Momo taking a lot of tower shots, and he's gonna get hit off himself. Oh, and they get a double kill on the way of Momo, and he survives with his life. Nice plays from Energy Esports there. Oh, missing the soundtrack, and Shrine is available, so they'll go pop that. And nice little engagement for them. Now, Legion Command is in trouble here. Chelsea's charging down the Celsi. Can he bring him down? Triangle boost on cooldown, and he's going to get the Shrine on cooldown. 1 more right click, and that's a dead LC. So pick a solo kill for Chelsea here in the bottom lane. Action-packed game 3 so far, man. I love this guy in the DotA.
Yeah, I think like with regards to, I don't know how like bot came about to happening, but I think like if Legion Commander can kind of keep Axe away from his creeps, then he'll have
Skynet
be
yet
fine.
again. Does he have enough damage? Adestam stun comes out. 2 double stun coming out from Luna. Strike falling low. Can they bring on Blue Cat? No. Oh, that's his kills going the way of xTc. Oh, 2 hero stun coming out from Slaughter. Alright, so quirky little engagement, but the Cottle did end up falling. So first death for Strike on his Cottle. So yeah, as you were saying about the axe in the Legion Commander, I think you're right. If the axe can keep him away from the creep wave.
No, I mean the other way around. So if Legion can keep the Axe away from the creep wave, then Legion will have a much better time from farming, farming and whatnot. But if Axe is going to be on top of him and the creep wave, then it's like you're asking to get cold and get destroyed.
For sure, for sure. 8 kills on the board, 6 minutes into an action-packed game so far, and mid is still trading evenly on farm, so nobody can be complaining about this. Obviously, Invoker getting involved in some Sunstrike kills and that sort of thing, so he's got a little advantage there. Now Pinks are coming on top lane again. Momo, despite such an aggressive lane, sitting on 27 CS here in the off lane, so not too bad of a farm for him either. Now they seem to be going on. Are they going to commit on the squad? Oh shit, so much damage coming from the magic missile. Illuminate comes out. One more right click and that's a dead tree. It's kind of dying now for time number 3. Claudia's rotated bottom, so can they get a pick up on this Legion? Oh, Filthy Frank. Oh, Legion's so fast when he drops that overwhelming odds, man. Can't catch him, even with a slaughter. Now Sven, now he's noping out of that lane. He's TP'd bottom now. He's just tired of that shit. Oh, they get the stun off. Do they have enough damage to bring it down? And Jules are committed. Sunstrike comes out. Oh shit, Axe spinning. Oh my god. So close to a double kill there for Axe. Oh man, that is a messy engagement. So 2 heroes falling, but that Sven did fall.
I don't know if that's worth. Like they got the deal damage, yeah, but what's his name?
Oh, he did get
Adesam,
dual
falling
damage.
again. He did get the deal damage.
Alright then, in ordinarily it's not worth, but I'm like so biased to dual damage. I just love seeing that damage go up and up and up and up. But never mind, dual, it's only 10 damage, so I agree with you. Your Sven dying is not ideal, especially just after he TPs to the lane.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah, so it's a really huge loss for Sven. I think let's have a look at the hero levels. So Sven's level 5, which
Taking a look at the
it's-
map, there's no like stacks or anything for him available, so I don't know exactly how he's going to catch up. And now he upgraded TP back to the top lane, so like he's a bit confused right now at what he wants to actually do.
Yeah, and like this is also my opinion as well. Like so, it's obviously not the same as everyone else's and all that kind of stuff. But I've always found that a hero like Axe is great if and only if like he's got a bit of a steroid, right? So I mean, in this case, he's got a
They're going to go Chelsea. Are they going to get him bring down? Jules not committed yet, and Jules committed. Sunstrike coming out now too. He's enough damage, and they bring down Chelsea on the Axe. So second Jewel win coming out.
To live longer than that.
You question his Jewel damage at the start, man. You question his Jewel damage, and look at that 20 Jewel damage before the 10-minute mark.
Yeah. So now he's definitely getting his name. He's started off in terms of his duels and getting his duel damages started a lot better than it did last game. So he's definitely having a much more successful start, largely because of the fact that he's going up against a bit more of a favorable matchup. He's died early, but in a 1v1 matchup is much better than a 1v3.
True. He farmed pretty well. Axe also farmed pretty well in this lane. They both traded pretty evenly, like 45 CS to 43, and I missed a kill up top. They managed to bring down Momo, so that's quite a big kill. Lina not too far from us 6, so they can make another play with that, with Duel and a Laguna Blade. Just those two alone. Now, these guys want to go aggressive mid? I don't think they know Sky Knight's here. PA sitting at level 8. Deppy, similar story. Maybe waiting for some lucky crits. Oh, they scouted the starter out, so
Yeah, he's seen
this
it.
could be
Yeah.
a disaster for Ian right now. Oh. Slaughter still a little way off his level 6. And then, oh man, this game has been so exciting so far. 7-6, 10 minutes in. Pretty crazy. Oh, at a stamp. Are you going to get caught again? Slaughter scouts him out. Can he get the stun off? Ooh. And they don't have enough heroes to follow this up with. So at a stamp should be fine now. I say fine, but he's so far behind in farm, and as a Sven, this is not the place you want to be. So I'm interested to see how he tries to catch up in this game. If there is a carry player who can do it, Adestamps definitely is one of them. GG Commander having some space to farm in the bottom lane now as well, so he's very near to his blink, just 300 gold off. Looking forward to see that. Lina now got a 6 as well, and Treant Protector, Slaughter and Coddle are the only heroes that are out there 6 so far in the game. Now look at this, pressure Monty on the top tower. They 3-man pushing down this tower, and xTc don't even look like they wanna defend right now. This is what you do with the Vengeful Spirit, right? You just get your killer, you get your shit up, and you just start pushing down the towers. Now BA is opting to go for Vlad's first this game. Interesting build up. not just the usual
Like,
Desolator rush.
I can see the sense in it. Like, it just provides them with a little bit of sustain for the mid game. No one else is really going to be able to get it early enough. Not a bad item on the hero, so
Definitely. And the sustain on him for farming and stuff is really good, because the lifesteal talent on PA is only at level 15, so by that point, you don't even need it. Well, not need it, but like for farming wise, you don't need it. Oh, they get a stop off on Blue Cat. Start coming out too. Leather and Crush, and they bring down the Lina. Now Sven getting 2 heroes here. But what with it? Oh, can they get the? Oh, they get the duel off. Is it enough? Did it have enough damage? Sunstrike not coming out just yet. Invoker dies in the middle lane. But the vegetable
that's so unfortunate. He died literally a split
and
second
Momo
before, just after the duel finished.
2 for 2 trade. It's actually 2 for 1 trade because the mid fight doesn't count. Can they bring down Strike now? Strike something. Now P wanted to join the engagement. He's blinking out DotA and die. Can he get killed? No crits coming out just yet, but that's not needed. 2-man blink call coming out from Axe. Addistam in trouble. Skynet in trouble. Double kill for PA. Is he going to be in trouble? Triple kill for the Chosen One. Oh man, that fight went from great to terrible for xTc. Holy shit. I wasn't actually watching mid. How did the Invoker die to PA mid? Did he just get lucky crits?
I wasn't watching. I was watching the top fight.
All right, man. But holy crap, what rotations coming out from Axe and PA? I mean, if you were looking at that fight, I thought that fight was over. Like I thought, oh man, Ian. I mean, xTc with the big fight wins. But hey, good rotation coming out, and the early Vlad's paying off. And now Debbie dead yet again. Oh shit. This PA starting to get that snowball effect. 4-0 to 30 minutes in, and just 1,400 gold off a Desolator. Oh man, this game slowly starting to snowball out of control.
Yeah, 100%.
God bless Phantom Assassin, dude. You wanted a short game, you wanted to go study, you wanted to sleep. You got the hero to snowball and do it, man.
I mean, considering the draft that both teams have, they both got hyper aggressive, like try in the game as early as possible sort of teams. So I think, considering the fact that it's like 20 to 12, I think both teams are like, you know what, I'm done. I want to go sleep. Let's just finish this game quickly. And I applaud them for that.
DotA 2 beat sleep every time. Alright, so Chelsea, Rising Blink Dagger. They're just baiting the Slaughter in the middle lane. Like, he's a big tanky guy, hitting the creeps. Oh, they're gonna Blink, duel him. Are the heroes in the area? Do they have enough damage to bring down? Oh, with the Sunstrike, it's more than enough damage. Duel him. Now, 2-man call coming out here from Chelsea. Do they have enough damage to bring the guys down? Oh, not very lucky in RNG with spins, so I managed to get enough. Now, Chelsea's in trouble himself. Ooh, he's just losing a Slaughter for now. Now, PA not opting to rotate into this fight just yet, so I don't think they can win a fight without the PA there. Farming out the lane bottom, pushing out this tower. It's dropping. No, it's still very high. They do have the Treant Protector as well, so tier 1 tower is not the easiest thing to bring on. But they do get the tier 1 mid. So, does he have Jula? Oh, Jula cool up, but he managed to bring down the Cuddle anyway. Okay, they get summoned, gonna die. He's falling. Look, corrosive haze pop 2 on 2. Oh, PA in the mix. No crits on Addistam just yet. Can he get one though? Slow is pop. Oh my god, crit on the dagger, and that's level 2 crit now, so.
Jesus. This is a crit show.
Damn, Phantom Assassin 503 98 CS. We got a
Here's another reason why they've gone for the. Here's another reason they've gone for the Vlads. So getting the Vlads like opens up the rush pits a lot much easier. Because especially with the Slaughter, it's definitely a possibility, and with the Venge, and Vlad just makes it so much easier.
So, and look at this, 15 minutes in the game, doesn't even have his Desolator. Look at how quickly that falls. So, I know I questioned it at the start, but you're 100% right. Perfect pickup for this game. And now he has a Desolator before the goddamn 16-minute mark. Within ages. Oh my god, xTc. What do you have to deal with this? Deppy not having the monster game he's having last game, 15 minutes, nowhere near to his Ags yet. He's died. Okay, he's only died twice on his Invoker. So I'm exaggerating a little bit. But momentum definitely in favor of Energy Esports right now. And I'm liking the way they're playing DotA, man. This fucking Phantom Assassin is just going for it.
Well-gotten gains.
DotA and I, we just calling the offlane wrong every game. You know that, like, his guys won 3 duels, only 16-minute mark. He's pretty farmed, got 4 kills this game. Almost has a blade meal now too. So, not a bad start on the Legion Commander. So Sven not having a good start, but Legion Commander not too poor. Okay, he's pretty poor, but not a bad start for a Legion Commander, I don't think.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
6 plays on net worth.
Damage.
Now the pings are coming out for this tier 1 top. Axe is immediately TPing up though, so DotA, be careful. Oh, whole creep wave there. He's just gonna blink and go for it. He's waiting for his slaughter. Patience from Chelsea, and he gets it. Calls 1 sprint, 2 sprint, 3 sprint. They get this little crush now too. Corrosive haze popped, and DotA is gonna fall. Whoop, whoop, and he's dead. Okay, so he played a little risky there, to say the least. No ward up available, and he just went for the tier 1 tower. Wait. Okay, there's a kill in the middle lane. Deppy died. Not quite sure how.
Yeah. So I was watching that. It was just PA and Keeper of the Light jumping on him. They had a sentry down. He tried to ghost walk out, but they've got so many sentries down. Really didn't make any difference.
This PA is just a monster at the moment, man. So big. What the Aegis now? I don't even. I wonder.
Yeah,
I don't think xTc can defend this tier 2 tower. To be honest.
Are you? Yeah, but like you said, she's a monster, and the reason he's also such a monster is right now, xTc don't have the best solution to it at the moment. Not until at least they've got something to deal with, missing the hero and that sort of stuff.
There's a big on top. Axe gets a call on Adestam. Adestam not having 2 AVT attack there. Heroes are rotating in. Oh my god, but not the heroes he'd like to see. PA here. No crits, but he still falls. Oh man, Adestam dying for the 5th time this game. Bad to worse. Alright. DotA, is he getting a pick here? Can he get the stun off? O2 diving deep. They get the corrosive haze off, and they're doing so much damage now. Oh, DotA falls now in the Legion Commander 2. This game is going from bad to worse for the side of xTc.
Adestam's like net worth right now is sitting on par with Energy Esports support, so he's not really having the game that he really wants at the moment. He's being shut down left, right, and center. So yeah, really hard game for him at the moment. It seems like Energy Esports are trying to make sure that Sven doesn't get anything out of this game.
And they're doing it pretty successfully. Now they bring on the tier 2 top, and they get another pick off your bottom. They managed Chelsea to kill the Lina, so nice pick for him. Another solo kill too. They're picking out the Adestam yet again. I don't know if they have a ward scouting him or just good game sense. It looks like they're going for it. They are smoked up. Oh.
I do have a no, they don't.
Alright. Benji's here with the swap. Are they gonna go for this? Patience.
Yep, they are. There you go.
This is dead now for sure. Oh my god. Did he just one hit the guy?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of damage they have.
Bad, man. Oh my god, he is 2000 net with the power of Deppy. They're just gonna run out soon, so they can. xTc can feel a little chill from that. But man, this PA is just a monster. Closing in on level 18 now too. Are they gonna try push high ground here? I think they're gonna maybe chip a little bit.
Energy Esports are currently sitting with about a 10k XP lead and over a 10k, about 11k net.
They get him lead. There are no crits coming out yet for Lit, but he gets the kill on the Lina. Oh my god, such a big call coming out from Chelsea. Double kill for Chelsea. Oh my god, PA doing the damage. He's gonna get crit. No crits, dude. Come on, what's that Arcana for if you're not even gonna crit? Alright. 2 buybacks coming out from xTc. So they know the kind of position they're in right now. They know 1 or 2 more heroes die, and that could be a set of racks. Oh my god, quite an exciting game we got here. And Aegis just expires now.
This should make my life easier.
It almost has a BKB.
Oh, that they're gonna back out.
No need to rush there into the buybacks either, right?
No, exactly. They've gotten a lot out of that engagement already. No reason to rush into it again. Both DotA and I and Blue Cat being forced to buy back there, and that's a very big win for them.
PA now has a BKB, so I think even without the Aegis, they can go for try make a very big play, or even try go for the high ground again. She can just pick BKB and start the fight off really strong. Now, xTc, do you have a 3-man smoke up here, so they're not letting buybacks go to waste? Can they find anybody is the question. There are heroes in the area, but Energy playing very safe, sticking together, not farming the dangerous part of their jungle. And they don't want to go in the... Okay, the axe hasn't shown in the bottom lane. Oh man, Adestam popping his ulti to farm the stacks. He's only sitting on 4k net worth 20 minutes in. Oh my god, that is not a place you want to be as a Sven, man. He's sitting at less net worth than the 4 position Slaughter. Pings are coming out on
Radiant's bottom tower
Adestamp.
is under attack. Radiant
Frankie's in the area. Oh, he gets the blinks on off. He's going. Oh my god, and
not-
Adestamp is dead again.
They're not giving him any room to breathe.
He's died 8 times this game, man. 8 times in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how
Adam.
Adam.
Than the soon. It's
Yeah, I don't
gonna
know-
be
I
so
don't-
sad.
I don't know how, like, because right now the only way he managed to get any farmers is if they go on some sort of dewooding mission. Because right now the Radiants have got, the dire bush completely watered out.
Alright, seems to be a big advantage for going 3-man tree ulti. Oh my god, with the dagger she managed to one hit the freaking PA. Now PA going in deep. She's got a BKB activated. She can just dive the Invoker with this. Oh, can she get a crit off? No, critical crit needed. Oh, big call coming out yet again from Chelsea, and he's gonna go in deeper. 3 heroes dead, 4 heroes dead. Oh man, no buybacks available, and PA, they just can't stop her right now. 12-0-7. Is it like the perfect PA game? The start you want to be
This is
having?
definitely at least a set of racks.
At least one set of racks, yeah. Did you see at the start of the fight? Dagger insta-critted, Lina dead.
Yeah.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Yeah, right now I think xTc are in a position where they're going to need a miracle to come back into this game, and unfortunately, Adesam isn't really farmed enough to provide that himself. They're going to need a huge team fight. But right now, PA has got so much and he's going to have BKB by the time the next fight comes out. So, is it really going to be enough?
Dire's top tower
Hey, Deppy going in for that tornado. Oh, the blink crush does miss. No train ulti available. He gets the stun onto PA, but do they have anything to follow it out with? It doesn't look like Energy want to back out anytime soon here. They're just going to keep up the pressure. There's no need to back at this point. Oh, PA going for it, and oh my god. 2-man crush coming out, swap coming out. Oh my god, so good. Chelsea getting a 2-man pull yet again. 2 heroes down already. Adesam gonna fall yet again. Deppy gonna fall. 3 heroes down, and I wouldn't be surprised to see GG called. And there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, very well played to Energy Esports. Defying the odds. We both said xTc are the favorites in this matchup. But man, Chosen just playing a monster series, man. Oh, GG, well played.
They were very well played by xTc this game. And xTc, I mean, xTc as well, but Energy Esports this game. They just got into a position where PA managed to snowball, and they kept Adesam's Fen locked down with no net worth, and because that's they didn't really have an answer to incredibly farmed and fed PA. So yeah, just a really great series going the length 2-1, but Energy Esports winning this last game very convincingly.
Yep, that was a great wrap, and thanks for being here, being co-casting with me. It was great fun, and that was a nice series. So